only want my attention when I'm trying to do things.
That's pets in general.
Yeah.
I find that, like, as soon as I go to do something on my computer, if Bentley's sitting in the room, he'll walk right up, sit next to me, and look at me. He'll start nosing at my hand. He's adorable, though, so I can't be mad at him.
Okay, so it's live on Facebook, live on Twitter. I'll leave those two tabs open for doing other stuff in Discords, all the Discords. I need to enter on all the Discords. Bang. And bang. And... oh, I forgot to put one in this server. Bang. And Baron's server. Bang. And my own server, Kaploosh. Alright, everyone check
Also,
that one.
Also, I just realized that my sneak attack is now 4d6.
Oh yeah, did everyone finish doing their level ups?
For the most
Yeah.
part.
So,
I don't think I rolled for health on mine though yet.
If you guys want to get stuff finished, I will give you maybe 5-10 minutes to finish up.
What did you do, Maria?
You guys should be
7.
Yeah, level 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
alright, we're almost done.
I have all my spells in order. The second level spell I grabbed was invisibility, so there's that.
Does this map even make sense?
Proficiency bonus. 3. How do I roll for health properly?
I just realized this map doesn't connect in the ways I thought it did. Well, gonna have to figure out a thing there. You know what? Okay, I have a solution. Has a solution.
Hello.
Okay. I now have a piddly 43 health.
Is that all you have, Corel? You sound like a bitch.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't aware I was a little bitch for, not getting stabbed in the face repeatedly like you, Cat.
That's because I have lots of health and I can take a stabbing. Unlike that fuck. What was his name? MJX?
I mean,
Oh,
Fair.
I should also get a PNG for that. I'm
Fuck,
still
what was
setting
my
a couple
password?
things up that I forgot to. I'm sorry, folks.
It's okay, baby boy. What did I change my password to?
3. 5 spells, 4 spell slots.
I may have to
Check
reset my password. Fucking
Oh
hell.
no.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's always a fuck.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna mark sleep as unprepared because that has not worked out well so far. Yeah, for this guy.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Minimize that. Hey, Otter Wolfie is here. Geekers
Alright.
is here.
I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Yeah, we're still doing some minor setups, folks. People are making sure that they're level 7. Everyone's making sure they're equipped with the right stuff. I need to make sure that a thing is where I need it to be, or else I will forget.
Will there be an opportunity to buy some stuff?
Yes, there will be.
Okay, cool.
I have not thought about that very well, but I will have to do my best on the fly shopkeeper once again.
Yeah, because fuck
Can you
has
do-
a couple of
Can you do this the Resident Evil 4 shopkeeper?
There is a very special shopkeeper for this town. You will interact with him when you interact with him.
Oh, I'm excited.
Shit, there's a piece of item I didn't properly equip. Okay. Alright, yes, okay. Ooh. Okay.
Yes, baby.
I have a thing, yes. Right, we're using that. Can I put something in your inventory and then reveal it later? Can I drag and drop stuff
Oh.
into your inventory?
Why am I going on my laptop?
Is boss demanding your attention?
I know, right on top of the laptop. No wonder everything is printed up right now.
Is he being a bastard?
Wow. Wow.
You wouldn't believe how long I've been waiting for somebody to make that joke.
Nope. Cat, get away from my coffee.
I had to wait until the time was right.
Okay. So I didn't get a whole lot of time to prepare stuff for this week, so I think what I have here is good, but we're sort of flying by the seat of my pants. I did my best.
Okay, baby.
So I'm gonna get stuff set up.
You've not failed us yet, so I have every confidence that this will be good.
It's very
I
nice
think
of
we'll
you
be
to say.
just fine, precious baby. Precious, precious, precious.
Brian, do you want to call me precious baby too?
I mean, I
It'll
don't
be
have a
alright,
problem with
precious baby.
All
Hell
right, that's
yeah.
what I'm looking for.
it. Those dulcet tones.
Toya requested that I call him Precious Baby. What?
I am baby.
Okay.
You call me. So no one else baby but me.
Oh, I'm
How-
sorry.
how about precious babu? Is that a good compromise?
Is Precious Babu okay?
Tolerate it.
I love her. She may
Amazing.
say.
Precious babu.
Okay, thank you.
You want me to throw in some moans as well? I'm pretty good at that.
No, I'm good.
Oh
Good
my!
for now. Good for now, thanks.
I mean, normally I wouldn't. I'm not sure I'd enjoy this, but I'm actually I think this is kind of funny.
I need to pop you guys into your starting positions on each map, so I will do that while you guys are setting up. Lauren, did you get leveled up and everything up to level?
I am 90% sure that I did, but give me a
Alright.
second, I'll take a look.
One of these sessions, completely out of nowhere, I'm just gonna do a deep voice for Seeker.
I mean, I'll roll with it. I'll make it part of the
What,
stream.
like James L. Jones?
I mean, I can't reach that level of deep, but I can try. I'm naturally a tenor, so I can't hit
Oh,
like the really deep register.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal the screen right now. I think I have everything set up the way I need it. Calm down. I need to take my time with this. I'm not gonna rush roleplay. We're gonna have a great time with doing the roleplay bit. So, and we are visually live on Twitch.tv.
Yee!
Yeah, so there's 6
Just
people
talking
here.
real quick. Does this cop just?
Alrighty. Hello, chat. Who's in chat? I see 3 viewers in chat. Are these 3 real people? I
Three viewers!
Geekers, I see Ringus, I see Otterwolfie, and a bunch of bots. So yes. Thank you all for showing up. We will hopefully entertain y'alls tonight. Unfortunately, I have an AC that's on the fritz, so if you guys are hearing my fan in the background, I apologize. Nothing I can do about that. I'm likely just going to drive out and buy a new one tomorrow.
Yay! Capitalism!
Because this one is fucking old. This one has been around since...
I'm
Wow.
pretty sure that thing's older than you are.
No, it's younger than I am, but I think it might be approaching 20 years old at this point.
Shit.
And it is an older unit that
Even younger than me.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it uses the old style refrigerant, which means it's pretty energy inefficient. So,
Ooh.
like, if it's... So today it started leaking a lot, and I know that's an easy fix. If I call an AC guy in, they're gonna vacuum out the thing. Otter says he can barely hear me. Shit, I'm turned up all the way in my thingy. I don't know what to do about that because I am literally turned up. all
Let
the
me
way.
jump into your Twitch stream. I'll just
I have the chat open on my phone.
Twitch volume.
/TF
The Twitch volume's all the way. The Twitch volume's all the way.
I'm
But
talking to Hunter.
my head. Oh, yeah. Well, no, he can hear you guys just fine. He's having a problem hearing me, but I don't know why because
I win.
my volume is at the same level as yours is. Is there a boost I can apply to this?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me at the same level you can hear yourself?
I'm a little louder than you,
A little louder.
but is it maybe just tweak your
Well, if I turn you down a little to my same level, and then he turns up his volume, we should be all equal. I don't. You know what? Maybe I should just switch the other mic. Let's do that.
Okay, baby.
I didn't
All
want
right.
to do it, but fuck it.
If it'll
you guys
make
are
it
hearing me
though.
okay here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, reasonably
it's
so.
fine.
That's so fucking weird. All right, we're switching to the other mic. Hang on, I'm gonna go mute for a second while I unplug this.
Hey, sweetie. Should we vamp while Toya's fixing his thing? Yes, no, maybe.
How dare you suggest something like that?
I'm not a vampire, I promise. Yet.
I'm back.
Welcome back, man. So Mo, I noticed you I won't say what it is since we're on Twitch, but I noticed you changed your Steam name to something in particular.
Oh yes,
All right.
that.
Can you guys hear me now?
I was bored one day and I figured, well, if Steam censors Chad Dickelson in Destiny, so figure I might as well go with something else.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
You
just
sound
here
very-
looking. Hello, sir. Have fun, guys. Cheers. All right. Okay, so you guys should. Otter, it shows me in the red. Okay, yeah, that sounds a bit louder. It says I'm maxing out the mic. Okay, I don't know what's wrong on that end. I have no fucking clue. That's as loud as it can go. Like, yeah, this is stressing me out. All right.
Oh, babe.
It's really hard to have to run technical stuff and think about DMing a game at the same time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So, if everyone is all leveled up, are we ready to begin?
Yeah,
I
I'm
am ready. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm good.
So when last
Haha! I am here, my friends. Sorry.
Yeah.
to recap for the good Annika Barlow, who was conspicuously absent or not paying attention during the last event, we.
I was just drunk.
Okay, we'll go with that. I don't know
Yeah.
about the alcohol, but so this week
I shall
you
share.
all are in the Sanguine Gulch.
Ooh.
Okay, you should just be seeing a town and nothing else, right? Is that what you guys are seeing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you have been told by a scared woman who approached your ship as it landed and then took off in a great hurry. You were told by her that there are 3 vampires who are controlling this town, and you can see as you enter the town, there are 3 places of interest. There's a large manor to one side of the town on the left. I will indicate these as we go on. There's this large manor here. There's a tavern over here, and there's what looks to be a smithy of some sort over here. And these are the only houses that seem to have any kind of light in them. All of the other houses, while you can sense that there is some life going on behind them, you can hear shuffling and you can hear voices, lights are either out or dimmed in a lot of the town. These 3 places I've indicated all have the brightest lights on in the town. Up on top of the mountain in the distance, however, is a large castle from whence comes a mysterious aura, and as you all walk into the town and approach, a flurry of bats flies out of the castle, and you can see them in the shape of the moon, just a cloud of them disperse off into the night. And welcome to the town of Sanguine Gulch.
Oh, this place feels unnatural. We must be on our guard here, friends. Except
Yeah.
Arkham, fuck him.
I don't know. He's been kinda. Speaking of Arkham, there's something I need to levy up as like a group before we keep going. He's been a little weirdly unconscious ever since we left. Like, we showed up. I tried my usual tactics waking up. I tried shoving him. I tried kicking him. Hell, I even went so far as to give him the old piss on me special.
The what?
You heard me. Like, sometimes I wake people up by pissing on them. It's the only way to get them up properly if they're being a stubborn git.
Remind me never to sleep next to you again.
I mean,
Cole, I have some concerns about this.
relax, it's only towards people who are especially troublesome. That's not you, that's all.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's perfectly fine.
Hey, quick
No.
DM side note. What the fuck?
I'm with you
Yes, you
there.
talk amongst yourself about Corel's piss play fetish. Sippy makes her way over to.
I didn't
one of the
actually piss
doors
on him. I
is
filled my
closed.
piss into a jar and then threw the jar at him.
Can you not interrupt Brian while because Brian speaks so very little in this game anyway? I'd like to hear him out.
Sorry.
Sippy makes her way towards one of whatever this place is. I forget what you identified
Okay,
it
so
as.
this is the well-to-do. Well, it's this one over here. That's the well-to-do manor. It is a stately manor. It is more well kept than most of the other places in the town. And it seems to have a fairly well kept what's the word, topiary collection on the outside. One of which conspicuously looks like a very large vagina.
Well,
I'm not a doctor. That looks like a vagina.
I mean, I've seen enough vaginas to know that this is in fact a vagina. And before any of you ask, yes, I used to help give birth to people, okay?
It's just
I'm
very unsettled given there are files of celibacy.
I mean,
Sippy starts knocking on the door.
So you hear from inside the house. You hear a voice in the distance go, "Guillermo, door! Guillermo!" There's a heavy sigh, and the door opens, and coming to the door is a. Oh wait, no, wrong one. God damn it!
oh.
That's not the one I want.
This man is far too handsome for this
Let's
encounter.
move him. I'm on the wrong layer. I fucking hate how this works. Objects and tokens. Okay, move you over there, and then I put you back to hidden. Then I have to go to the layer. There's shortcuts for this, I'm sure. Right, yes. Coming to the door is a man with long hair, very swarthy looking. He's, "Yes, we don't want any. Go away."
But we're not trying to sell you anything.
Can I come in?
But we're just trying to figure out where we are, my good sir.
To
you're very handsome.
answer your inquiries in question, I don't remember what the first one said. The child asked if she could come in. That is a straight up no. And you, madam, what is it you wanted?
Wow, I'm lost for words. Well, I'm going to be honest. You probably wouldn't believe us if we told you the whole story, so I'm just going to be blunt. We're not from around these parts, and we're not actually sure where we are. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about this place?
As he opens his mouth to speak, a woman comes over his shoulder. "Nando, who are they? Are they gypsies? Are they wandering gypsies? Do they have trinkets to sell?"
Do you have guns?
Over his other shoulder appears another man who you would have glimpsed before. Grayson. He comes over Nando's shoulder and says, "Did I hear gypsies? Do they have magical trinkets to sell us?"
I mean, I can read around my bag, see if we can find, what exactly is your asking price?
Annika is a little bit taken aback by this man. She finds him very handsome. She's just like, "Oh, hello."
And it's like, well,
The woman over Nandor's shoulder eyes you suspiciously.
Oh no, Annika also finds her very attractive. Hello there.
You weren't aware that a vampire could blush, but she is in fact blushing. I mean, you assume these people are vampires. They are clearly vampires. They are baring their teeth at you at every other second by just gorming and leering at you. Nandor brushes the other two off his shoulders and says, Look, I just want to know if to open the door or close the door. Look, we can't leave the door open all night. There's only so much heat we can let out into the open."
while he's in the middle of saying this, Pearl just walks into the house. Alright, you said you wanted trinkets to
You
sell, I
are
got
going to have
trinkets
to make a stealth check, sir. Do not fucking power game me.
Well, it's a good thing I have to do this, because, let's see, you say stealth?
Yes.
Okay. Stealth is one of my expertise skills,
Well,
so
yes, you are a
So,
fucking
let's
thief.
see.
I'm a rogue, yes. Which means I get development proficiency bonus on skills I'm adept with, so...
That was a 7, sir.
No, that was
Wait,
You
Siffy.
did
I'm
not.
not gonna stop her
Wait,
from
what?
trying.
I didn't roll that. That was Siffy that rolled that.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm asking Corel specifically for a stealth check.
Okay. Let's see here. +3, and then +3 here, +6. So it's basically like a +9.
Why
to
are
my,
you adding? It should automatically add your proficiencies. Why are you adding?
Because I'm an idiot. That's why.
Is your sheet set up right?
I gotta double check it.
Yeah,
Probably.
because you shouldn't be adding that manually. The sheet should be doing that for you.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 13. Is that it?
Well, hang on. I need to see if that was. Did you add something, or was that a natural 13?
That's just 13 as I rolled it.
Okay. Let me close that. On a 13, you bump against him, and he definitely noticed you trying to get past him. Hey, wait, hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I tried to get in this house because it's cold, and you guys said you wanted trinkets, and I wanted to sell you some trinkets.
Well, what trinkets do you have? We can't just let you into our house without knowing the kind of... A trinket transaction has to take place here.
This is true.
Will
I
you
would
let
like-
us in your house after we sell you trinkets?
Yes. Oh, better yet,
Better
come
be
inside.
good trinkets.
Okay.
What have you got?
Alright. I'm digging through my bag. I'm trying to see what kind of useless crap I can sell to them. It's like, would you like a flask of oil? It's made from some of the rarest of rare oils. It'll run you about, let's see here, you all seem to be exemplars of fine taste.
The woman over his shoulder goes, have you seen him? He's plenty oily already. He doesn't need any more.
I mean, if you need help getting a fire going, it'll cost you only like 10 gold.
We don't need any more oil, you fucking useless cabbage. Show us something that is worthwhile.
Skippy, do you have any of your magical buttons for them?
Yeah.
She briefly recalls her time on the giant dinosaur where the little imp thing smacked the jar out of her hands.
This is true.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
I would like to acquire more.
Y'all, give me 1 second. My cat wants to be let out. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
God damn it, cat. Does the cat want to play D&D? Does she want to be a boss?
Alright, I'm back. The cat said she rolled a bard.
Oh great, she's gonna try and sleep on everything.
Geeker says the cat plays Shadowrun. Alright, so yes, Siffy unfortunately does not have her buttons anymore. You seem to be at an impasse with these 3 vampires. They are very impatiently waiting for you to give them something that might be of value to them, or state your
Siffy,
reason for being here.
I have something.
Yes.
What about this Ring of the Ram's Head? Very powerful weapon in combat.
The man with the long hair, Nandor. You've heard them use his name. He professes his hand to you to inspect the item.
I hand him the item.
He looks it over. Naja over his shoulder kind of looks at it and kind of sneers at it like she's seen better. The other gentleman, Jesus, I keep forgetting his name. It's Nandor? Laszlo.
Yes.
Laszlo sort of like peers at it and he goes, I think we've had about 12 of these in the last 4 months. Are you all sure you're trinket sellers? You don't really seem very good at your job.
We
I
all
want
just
a
thought.
hash and some coffee.
What's that?
Can I threaten them?
If you like.
Hash and some coffee.
Kai pulls out the holy symbol from the item box. Look, listen, we just want to know where we are. We're not trying to make friends. We're not trying to sell any trinkets.
All 3 of them begin hissing loudly at the holy symbol and shut the door on you.
It's like I look over at Kai's side and go, smooth.
You
This is working.
hear from the door, go away now, please!
Alright, I don't want to do business with you fucks anyway.
You forgot to give me the buttons you promised me.
I don't remember promising any buttons.
Then you have poor memory.
This is true. But I still don't remember promising you any buttons. Did I promise them any buttons? No, you didn't promise them any buttons. I think I would remember if buttons came up in the conversation. Look, you don't have to
Oh,
yell at me.
I mentioned them several times.
Look, it's not
Wait.
the first time we've come out on the wrong end of a button-related transaction. This is not going to happen again, Nando.
Would you accept some gold in place of trinkets?
The door peeks open a little. How much gold?
200.
1,000, 200. Yes, 200.
There's some conversation amongst them. 250.
225, and my most lovely smile.
300.
275 will not go in a silver piece higher.
Done. They open the door and let you in.
Thank you.
I'll pay for it. I've got the cash to spare.
So
Kai
they,
just kind of stares at the three of them.
they make slight hissing motions at you. You're gonna have to put that holy symbol away before you can cross over that threshold.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Like
Holy symbol?
like literally, if you leave it out, you find that you cannot enter because there's like a force keeping you out of their door.
What symbol
Into
is
the
it?
devil's pit we go.
Kai has their holy symbol as part of their class.
Yeah.
Alright. Force.
Corel, did you just cast Mage Hand for no reason?
No, I was trying to open up a thing on my sheet and I accidentally misclicked the thing.
No problem. So you enter their establishment, and it is a large mansion with a crimson red decorative style all over the place. It is, however, shabbily kept. You notice that everything is sort of out of places, left all over the place. The three of them, while from the waist up, are wearing very lovely, elegant clothing. Nando and Lazo are both wearing pajama bottoms, and Naja is just sort of wearing a bathrobe over her lovely dress. They each take a seat in the boudoir and say, come in, close the door. We've been complaining about that for like a week now.
Okay. Carl closes the door and just walks over to them. Alright.
They sit you down and said, well, if it wasn't for a very bad financial situation we find ourselves in right now, you all wouldn't have the time of day with us. But, you bought yourselves a little time with us. What do you like to ask?
Okay, first off, what do you mean by bad financial situation?
They all sort of hem and haw, and Laszlo goes, look, the less you need to know about that, the better. All you need to know is 250 gold is just about what we need right now.
Alright, wait a minute. I just said 275. If you went the lower
I
number,
already get it. It's alright, Corel. These people are clearly suffering and need of some help.
Sorry, Nandor
I have the gold to spare.
Nandor turns to Laszlo. I thought she said 275. Look, we'll talk about it later. So yes, where do you all hail from? What is your quest? Why are you here? Why are you in our house?
I'm still kind of taken aback at the lovely interior decorating job that you've all done with this place. It's very, aristocratic, so to speak.
Naja rolls her eyes and goes, the lying fuck. You get the feeling, Corel, that Naja doesn't like you in particular.
I get the feeling, yeah.
My dear lady, she takes Naja's hand and gives it a kiss. We are travelers torn from our lands and trying to get home, and we seem to be solving people's problems as we go along, so is there something you need solved? Because I'd really like to move on from this very strange...
Naja blushes at your flirtation. Lazo gets to his feet, his pajama bottoms swaying in the breeze, and proclaims, look here, madam, no woman makes a pass at my wife without promising I can watch first.
I mean,
You just get more charming by the second, don't you?
Right?
I mean, I could kiss your hand as well if you like. I mean, I'm not picky.
He blushes.
Control yourself, Annika.
He blushes girlishly and sits down. Well, that's more like it then. Quickly, Siffy, make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
On a 14, you find a jar full of buttons in one of the rooms. It is clearly, however, labeled Guillermo's buttons for sewing do not touch. There is no one guarding it.
She gingerly extends a finger and touches it.
Nothing happens.
She picks up the jar.
Siffy, you have now acquired a new jar of buttons.
Excellent.
Ta-da!
She walks back to the group, not bothering to hide the the jar of buttons that she's absconded with.
So further to the conversation in the main room, Nandor introduces himself, Laszlo, and Nadja, and proclaims that they are the rulers of the township you see before you. Does anybody buy that?
Not for a fucking second.
I mean, you seem to be a bit on the broke side. Wouldn't you be better off if you were the rulers of the town?
Well, see, there's a little problem about that. We do, in fact, rule the town, but what we don't rule is the castle upon the hill. We seem to have a little problem with that part of the town.
Oh,
Okay.
who lives up there?
We're not really sure. The castle just seemed to have appeared about 5 weeks ago, when all of this nonsense started happening, and all the stuff on the outside changed, and the mountain range changed, and all of that. The castle just sort of appeared there, and there's been like monsters coming out of it all the time. They seem to kill the townspeople at random, and the townspeople have taken to giving tribute to the castle and not to us, which is why we accepted the 240 gold to let you in the door. 240! I thought you said Listen, we'll talk about it later. It's not important right now. Anyway. As you can see, what we're having here is the failure to communicate with whoever is in the castle up above there, and the problem is that we have a little bit of a political impasse.
How so?
Well, I mean, if you had werewolves and demons and dragons coming out of your castle and killing the townspeople, people would want to listen to you a little bit more than 3 people living in a shut-down motel.
This
It
is
is
true,
not
yeah.
a motel, it is my family home. Your family owned a motel.
What leaders are you? You can't fend for yourselves or the people of your town. No wonder they're not listening to you.
Well, see, we had a houseboy, and he seems to have run off. That would be part of the problem right now. Our houseboy Guillermo seems to have run. That lazy good-for-nothing boy. We have no idea where he went.
Can't say I blame him.
Yeah. Don't. If this is the kind of stuff he has to put up with on a daily basis, I'm surprised he hasn't run out sooner.
What do you mean by
Dr.
that?
Shrug.
More to the point, would it... Is this person up in the castle, is he a bit of a bad sort?
We have no idea. We've never seen him. We've never heard about him. All we know is that he sends monsters out and they just kill townspeople. It's really the most base form of communication. You'd think he'd send an email or something at some point.
Surprised he even knows the email is.
What's an email?
I don't know, I'm just playing along.
Where are you from?
If I
yeah.
told you, you wouldn't believe me.
From the oceans near and abroad.
Uh,
And far.
Naja speaks up. We are from that most ancient of lands, that place of regal culture and men of science. We're from New York.
What's a New York?
Damn, that was
It is the
in
original
several
York.
places we've been through.
Doc from New Mexico.
I've heard of that one.
Hmm.
Laszlo from Michelle goes, I understood that reference.
Right. Wait a minute. You said you're from New York, you said?
Gays.
Hmm.
We
This
just seemed
isn't
to
the-
find ourselves here 5 weeks ago, and we decided to take over the town as the ruling vampire class. But
You do.
as you do, that's how you work when you are a vampire.
Of course, that's sort of like an unwritten rule, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
Looking well for you so far, isn't it?
Yeah, Naja, by the way, has been locking eyes with Annika this whole time and goes, yes, being a vampire is very, very special, and it's very, very elevating and ruminating. Would you like to try it, my dear?
I just stepped in front of Annika. Hey,
Annika is a little flustered.
No, thanks.
look her up, my friend. With your ways.
I mean, I have a large bed. I mean, it's not like I could leave you out.
With your ways.
Naja just sort of sits back and doesn't know how to react to that one.
Annika was like, I thank you for your kind offer, but I am okay being human. Thank you, pretty
We'll find you a proper mate.
I really do appreciate the fact that Kai is very protective of her friends. It's very sweet.
Being a vampire sounds overrated.
Yeah, I'm already half human. I don't really need to be half undead either.
They all look sort of put out by that statement. Nandor interjects, listen. You all seem like the adventurer sort. I see all the weapons on you. I mean, if you all would be willing to help us out and maybe take care of a little problem on top of the mountain there, I mean, we would be grateful.
Alright, cool. We'll do it.
Haven't we solved one of your problems already? What are we getting to the second one?
Well,
How many more buttons do you have?
I told you we don't have any buttons. Wait,
Okay.
wait. So what second problem are we talking about? I may have lost that part in the conversation.
We've already solved your money problem.
Oh,
why,
yes.
why are we getting to the
No,
second
look,
problem
listen,
here?
listen. Wait, if you all take care of the people in the castle, we will pay you. He looks down and checks very quickly. We'll pay you 199 gold.
But we just... You know what?
I
Cool,
thought you said
okay.
275. It's not important right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Awesome.
I mean, alternatively, we could pay you an exposure. We could tell people that you're very good adventurers and that you'll do adventuring at any time. You know.
It's like... The
I
second crow...
just really contemplating reaching back for the holy symbol.
The second crow hears exposure, like he immediately turns around and goes, well, I've had enough, I'm out.
Look, all we're saying is things in this town will go really well if we could get rid of the castle up on the hill. Just bear it in mind, think it over, sleep on it. You know, you don't need to make a decision right away. And if you as you all are leaving their house, you hear Naja scream for, and if you see Guillermo, tell him he's a lazy fuck and he's not allowed back here.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see if I can move these now back to hiding, so I'm not so cluttered on my screen.
As I assume they're leaving the house, as if like, Annika just looks over at Naja and Lazlo and goes, goodbye, and blushes.
Naja waves a handkerchief in response as you all leave.
I look back and it's just like,
So you all find yourselves back in the middle of the street. There are the other two places to visit, as well as the castle up on the hill. I will let you all figure this out as you go along.
Okay.
Not going to Smithy.
Yeah, I might as well go there too. I have some things I need to get my hands on too.
So as you all arrive at the smithy, you are greeted by a man behind the counter who is not facing you. You do see, however, some slick back platinum blonde hair, and you hear him mutter, "We're closed! Go away! Bloody idiots!"
Okay. I didn't know you didn't want
Okay.
business this time of night, so we'll just come back in the morning.
The smith
I have
isn't
buttons.
here.
What do you mean the Smith ain't here?
He stands up as you all have not actually left as yet, and he turns to face you all. Look,
I love
I said he's bloody out. There's nobody here to take your bloody orders. Now get the fuck out of my smithy.
I was just on my way to do that. Fuck.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you know when he'll be returning? And she just sort of like looks at him with her most charming smile.
Well, I don't
Sure.
know. When did Dante return from the Inferno? Because that's where he is.
Who is Dante and who is this Inferno?
he's dead.
Bloody
I want a
peasants.
can of hash and some coffee.
Bloody peasants. Doesn't anyone read anymore?
Also, do you have any buttons for my friend here?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna...
He grumbles a little and goes, "Oh, look." He goes around a corner and in no time at all comes back and goes, "No."
Unfortunate.
Oh well.
I want a can of hash and some coffee.
If you want-
Sifty and Panther, I'm sorry,
Make it
dear. There are
two
no buttons.
He regards you all annoyed and says, if it's coffee you want, you might want to check the tavern next door."
Alright. We could probably, do they also got a room to stay? Because we could probably, like, spend the night there and then figure shit out in the morning.
I don't think there's anywhere to put you guys up.
Siffy starts going into the back rooms to look for herself.
What Siffy will find in the back rooms are half-finished suits of armor. Way more than you'd expect for a smithy of this size. There's unfinished leather all over the place. It looks like there was some kind of push to gear up for a war that never seemed to really happen. And with the blacksmith gone out, apparently that is not going to happen at all. Okay, what layer did I fucking put him on? There we go. Token layer, thank you. Okay, yes. Anybody else wish to reason with the gentleman behind the counter?
I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, everyone in this town has an attitude problem.
Right?
I know. They're not very nice, are they?
Siffy's
I mean,
just
Oh, very handsome though.
Zippy's gonna grab whatever looks the fanciest that she can carry and start walking out with him.
Don't you-
He flicks 2 fingers upwards, and you are suddenly unable to leave the room.
That's not good.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
Outside.
I think you'll find that very difficult with wards placed around the smithy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is very
What?
difficult.
Wait, are we all still like in the room with her?
Yes. You're all currently
Okay.
trapped in the smithy because he's put up wards to prevent Siffy from walking out with whatever she has in her hands.
Yeah.
Look, as you're
Siffy?
trapped here, I'll cut you all a break. I'll be willing to sell you whatever I have in my shop, but I'm not making anything on order. I don't have that kind of skill.
Hmm.
And also,
Alright.
I don't sell goddamn potions. Like I said, check the tavern next door for that.
Thuck frowns as he regards the Nero Gigante spikes he has.
Do you want to show those
What?
to him?
Yeah, he like takes them out and slams them on the table. You don't make weapon.
No, like I said, I don't make anything, but what you have there is certainly interesting.
Right.
He pulls a book off the shelf and starts thumbing through it, and he places his hand, like 2 fingers, running over the length of both horns. And he just sort of looks up at you and goes, "Where did you get this?"
From what was that place again? We got him from
Yawning Maw.
Yeah.
Yawning Maw.
I have no idea what that is, but these things have a lot of magical potential in them. I mean, if the smith were here, he would know what to do with this, but unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do.
Okay.
What else do you have?
Thuck puts away the Nero Gigante horns.
Well,
Are you natural blonde?
what is this child's problem?
I don't know. We've been trying to figure that out for the same one.
Siffy, darling, do you mind maybe not doing whatever it is you're doing that's making this man angry?
Well, I have an assortment of swords, spears, and several magical charms that I might be able to negotiate some sales with you on. Unfortunately, I can't make anything for you on special order, like I said, but what I do have here is limited at the moment. For
What
instance,
charms do you have?
we seem to be low on swords at the moment.
I'm pretty sure we're good from the sword front. Quick question. Do you happen to have handheld crossbows?
Yeah, I should be able to hook you up with something. Let me dig around for a second. He starts
All right.
rummaging around. I seem to have... I have a hand crossbow that's very good at what it does. Out of character, it is a hand crossbow plus 3. I'd be willing to part with it for about 10,000 gold if you got that kind of cash on you.
Well, lucky for you, I happen to have 10,000 gold, and I just, take out the 498 that I have on top of that, and just slam the entire sack of coin onto his fucking counter.
He will then... I'm going to transfer that item to your inventory now. You'll have to equip it if you want to use it. I did say hand
Alrighty.
crossbow plus 3, right?
Yes, you did.
There you go. He places it on the counter and goes, "I'm not wrapping it for you."
Oh, I wasn't planning on it, and I just, put it on my belt. Pleasure to business with you, mate.
Alright, anybody else need anything? What's that?
said you
What
had
charm?
charms?
Oh, sorry.
Hey Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
They let me off.
Fantastic. You missed a comedic interaction with the cast of What We Do in the Shadows. We are currently now dealing with the person in the smithy who appears to be Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
And we are currently in the process of negotiating weapons purchases. Siffy, you were asking him a question, I'm sorry.
Do you have any scrolls?
Yes, that's also another thing I was wondering.
He looks at the shelf of books behind him and goes, "Mostly books, but I guess if I tear out a couple of pages, I could fashion a couple of scrolls for you." He starts rummaging around, and, let's see. He can offer you 2 blank pages on which you can write a 5th level spell of any kind.
I'll take it. How much?
He turns it over in his hand. Yeah, prices of these things go up every day. Let's say 5,000 gold apiece. You're free to negotiate if you don't have that much on you.
I do. I'm just, out of character, I do. I'm just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of spells do I have? Can I cast 5th level spells?
Now, it does not necessarily need to be a spell that you own. I will allow you to inscribe a spell outside of your knowledge base onto those for further use. They're basically like extra spell bullets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I'm just wondering, like, at my level, I don't think I can cast 5th level spells.
What are you
Yeah.
right now?
I'm level 7.
Right. Oh, so you are up to what? What's your max?
I can cast up to 4th level spells.
So he tears each page in half and goes, alright, I'll let you have one for 2,000 and you can cast a 4th level spell with it. You can buy 4 of them. See, he's
Nice.
a reasonable gentleman.
Yeah. You
Alright,
drive
later,
a hard
geekers.
bargain,
He's out.
but I like your schmuck.
Wait, so what are you doing?
She slaps 2,000 gold onto the table and then
So she's buying one?
Yeah.
Okay. I will place that into your inventory shortly. It's just going to show up a spell scroll. I just kind of want you to use it as a token to say that you have that available. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm putting that into your inventory. Alright, who's next?
You said you had some charms? What kind of charms do you have?
He rummages around, clearly growing more incensed with each person that asks him a question. Charm. Let's see, what have I got? What have I got? He pulls out 3 necklaces and places them on the table in front of you. One of them has an intricately carved frog symbol on it. One of them has a symbol that looks like a small flame inscribed in gold. And the last one is a necklace of prayer beads.
What do each of these things do, my good sir? She
Hell if
smiles
I
and-
know. I don't have a fucking clue.
Why are you here?
I might be doing this character wrong. I don't know this character very well. I apologize in advance.
That's alright, it's DM canon. You can make them however you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
The prayer bead. How much are these prayer beads? I don't know what they do, but
He
I'll.
scratches his chin. He says, "To be honest, I don't know either. I'll let you have them for 1,000."
Alright, and you said you have some weapons as well?
Everything but swords, unfortunately.
Is there anything here that Annika can use specifically?
What are you carrying right now in terms of your trident?
I have two-handed trident, plus 2. I have trident plus 2. I have a rapier and a hand axe.
Rapier, hand axe.
Prayer beads.
I would not recommend the prayer beads for your class. That is
Okay.
more of a magic
I'll do
user's
that.
class item. I wouldn't tell you what it is in canon, but it's probably not worth your time. Hand axe. You said you had a hand axe, a rapier.
Yeah.
And you also said
Sippy
you
will
had a
fork over the
trident.
1,000 gold.
Oh, it's for the prayer beads?
Yeah.
Alright, Siffy, I will place those in your inventory now. Annika will come back to you in 1 second.
Okay, baby.
Just placing this in the care of the small child. Surely she will do no wrong with it.
I don't know. She's pretty shady, like in the best way possible.
She rady shady?
She is not radiant shady with the shadows and the legends.
He does not have any tridents or anything that matches that. He does have a spear plus 2. I don't know if your polearm proficiency works with that. Actually, it's a throwing weapon, I guess.
Yeah, I might keep my gold for now.
All
I
right,
haven't really had much chat. Yeah.
Alright.
Do you have any javelins
Javelins. Let me look.
in the +3 variety?
Kids and your javelins. Yeah, I've got a javelin for you. He pulls out a very well-worn silver javelin. It looks very, very nice. Probably very expensive, too. He hefts it, looks at you in the eye, and goes, 20,000.
I could spot you a little gold if you need some.
12,798.
What's that?
12,798 plus my well wishes.
That's an awfully specific figure, and I don't care about your well wishes.
I am a man of God. Sort of. The man part, anyway.
He looks at you, sizes you up, and goes, "I'd be willing to part with it for 15."
Does anybody want to be in there and spot me?
Anna's already cornering. Well, gender is fluid.
There.
Anybody
Does
spot
anyone
him?
have a fluid pocket case
You'll
with
slip the difference
3,000?
into your pocket while you're not looking.
God bless you.
I've got some extra coins if you need it.
Yeah, I got like 498 if you need them.
He forks it over. It is a javelin +3. We'll now find that in your inventory.
Thank you, kind sir.
God, I hope I'm not fucking up the combat balance I've already put myself through. Wait, why do I have 2 of those in your inventory? Did I drag it twice? Hang on, I'll just delete one of those. There we go. Alright, you should be good to go.
Buck steps forward and brings out his battle axe and shows it to him. Got anything better than this?
Out of character, what level is that?
Hold on, let me check. It's a regular battle axe.
You've been doing that kind of damage with a regular battle axe?
Yeah, it's a martial weapon, though.
Oh. He sets his jaw, he looks around and goes, "No swords, no battle axes, buddy. I'm afraid you're plumb out of luck."
Okay. He puts the battle axe back.
You all notice Arkham filtering into the shop, curiously past the Chaos Ward that was set up to keep you all in. You're not sure how he did that?
I'm not gonna look and get close to that.
Oh.
Also, you're finally awake, Anki. How's it going? Then I realized I threw piss on him and just decided to slowly back away.
Arkham, good lord, you smell awful. Have you had a shower in the last millennia?
It smells about right.
I mean, smells about as chaotic as he looks. Say that, right?
Is Joe still there?
Joseph?
Joe?
You?
I don't know where he is.
I was trying to give him an in into the roleplay.
Did he say he was able to... Like, did he need to do something before he got
Yeah.
settled in?
He got let off mostly, didn't he?
That's what I thought. I don't know what's happening. Should we wait?
Alright.
Or
Did someone want to send him a text?
I'll see what I can do.
is he muted? Or... I don't know what's happening.
I don't
I'm trying to get him to purchase something before we leave because we're not going to have very much opportunity to come back to this. Did everybody else get a chance to purchase stuff other than Joe?
Yeah, I got a chance to buy stuff.
Okay.
Which, by the way, to the shopkeep crowd just says, by the way, thank you very much for the crossbow. I'm looking for something new.
He flips you off.
Well, fuck you very much as well.
Thank you, my kind sir, for attending to us in your most apparently inconvenient of times.
Yeah, Joe just messaged me saying he's dealing with something. I'll be back on in a sec.
Ah, okay. I want to take 5 minutes of break to give Joe a chance to deal with that. Also, I'm going to make myself a peanut butter sandwich. So if anybody has anything else to do, if you want to adjust your sheets, if you want to do anything like that, 5-minute break. Yeah, I'm going to just get up real quick and make myself a PB&J.
Alrighty.
I will grab some cereal.
I already had a cup of coffee. I'm just drinking water right now because apparently when I drink caffeine but don't have water to chase it, I just get a wicked headache.
Yeah, probably the day you're probably extra sensitive.
That's the first time I've heard water in terms of chasing coffee, or the concept of chasing coffee.
I don't know.
Do you keep yourself regularly hydrated?
I do my best to, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you just need a lot more water than... And you're probably not getting enough and the coffee just aggravates it.
Oh, God. I just remembered a joke from Castle Super Beast, which was entitled Tony Hawk's Existential Nightmare.
Which is a great acronym because it spells den.
Oh my god, I never noticed!
Also, in regards to Mo talking about being a hydrated person, yeah, Mo, you need to have all that hydration so you can become a WAP, a well-adjusted person.
Noted. I understood what you were saying. It's like I was caught off guard. Also, I still have to remember that my brother still at work for another hour, so I gotta be like, so if I'm trying to do my best to be extra quiet, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'll give Joe another 2 minutes while I finish the sandwich.
Okay, honey.
Alrighty.
Enjoy your sandwich, honey.
I had dinner, I had coffee, I don't know why I'm just suddenly really need it. I think I'm just burning a lot of energy right now. Okay, so I'm still in the mid-course of figuring out several puzzles that go along with this. Yes, it's going to be one of those sessions where I make up shit as I go. I was just saying, it's going to be one of those sessions where I make up shit as we go along.
I mean, what else is there? I mean, you're able to improvise pretty quickly.
That's the charm of the game.
Yeah, you're better. You're much more flexible.
I mean, I murdered an NPC who apparently had 5 pages of content for you.
It's just sort of how playing this game works, because like you'll have the most meticulous things planned out. It's like, I had this whole thing for a one-shot planned out that I tried with my sister, and she basically killed an NPC that I had like all this stuff like set up for, and I just went, you know what? I'm just gonna scrap all this and come up with something new on the fly. Hope she doesn't notice.
I mean, it's a collaborative process. It's as much about the players creating the story as the DM creating the story as well.
Yippers. Which is why I'm excited. I know you're playing a character that's more like you're gonna play a character that's quote unquote more reserved than what you usually do. when I take over DM duties, it's just welcome back. It's just that I was hoping for just a little bit of the whole wild card bitches vibe.
You want that from me? Because I think Joe was kind of doing that for this session.
I know, for this one he's doing that, but for
no, look, Mo. Here's the thing: if you want me to be the wild card, I never said I couldn't be healer and not be a wild card.
This is true. This also slightly scares me.
Because here's the
slightly
thing,
scaring me fully.
Here's the thing, Mo. I want to think up very interesting ways to use certain healer spells.
That's against undead.
I'm gonna have to Google to see how that all works.
I mean just against people in general. I mean, imagine for a moment that I'm just gonna throw out a scenario. Say we're dealing with someone who is a rich aristocrat, and in true D&D fashion, they have like this menagerie of taxidermied past pets that they've had. Just make up a character.
Oh my Christ! I think I know where you're going
and we
with
have
this.
to get some information on them. What if I were to just stand over their favorite pet's taxidermied corpse, hold up my hand, and start chanting "Turn undead"?
Oh my god!
See, I can be a fucked up person and a healer too.
I think it needs to be mostly intact in order for that to work.
I think that might be in odds with wherever your healing class would be.
What?
I mean, you can kind of. I mean, if they're doing
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Welcome back.
That's what undead does, right? Turn undead hurts undead creatures, so I'm threatening to annihilate the taxidermied creature.
Oh.
Yes.
But yeah, I wanted to know if does this guy only sell weapons, or
he sells weapons of whatever he has left, because apparently there was a big conflict that was gearing up to happen that never actually happened. And a lot of weapons and armor are either unfinished or missing. He's not the smithy, he just sells the weapons.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't really need any weapon, honestly.
Okay.
I need, I could use, magic trinkets, but
He does have some necklaces that he was showing to Annika a moment ago. One is a silver necklace with an intricately carved frog on it, and the remaining one is a necklace with a gold fireball medallion inscribed on it.
Oh boy.
Arkham is looking for something that can supplement and enhance his already shining personality.
Like a charisma enhancer?
Out of game. Out of game charisma.
The guy behind the counter offers you a jaunty paper hat.
Take it, it's jaunty.
Yeah.
Do it. So what he does is he offers you the hat, and it's like balanced on his hand like this, and he lifts it up, and under it he's just like flipping you off.
Change my mind. I like this guy.
Yeah. Also, you kind of needed to offset the piss smell.
Note to self. Arkham turns around and pretend, and maybe or maybe not pretends to write something down. Just say, noting himself. Note to self: burn everything.
Also, in case you haven't caught on, apparently while you were sleeping, Corel may or may not have pissed on you. Again, GM side note, what the fuck?
I didn't literally piss on him. I pissed in the bottle and then threw the bottle out.
Did you
Arkham is not
figuratively
bushes.
Look,
I'm a character more. Is this just going to be a running theme with your characters?
I mean... Yes!
I mean...
It's too bad Mo's DMing the next game, because I would want him to play a monk named R. Kelly.
Oh! No.
Piss on you, I piss on you. Make my life more complete than turn your face into a toilet seat.
Oh my god.
I am upset and also very amused, and I'm very conflicted.
Delete this whole stream. Just
upset and amused. That is my new Steam name.
You're amused.
We are continuing with the story. The shopkeeper does not have any item that I think Arkham might be interested in, unfortunately. With that, having served each of you in turn, he waves his hands and the Chaos Word falls from the walls, and he goes, "You all can be on your way now."
So he takes the paper hat.
Siffy, you now have a paper hat. It gives you plus 0.1 to charisma.
Annika gives him her best smile. Thank you, good sir, and walks out very smoothly, and then walks in, and then actually trips over her own feet. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He blows a sarcastic kiss after Annika.
Here we go. I've set my charisma to 10.1.
Jesus. I was kidding about the 0.1. It is negligible. Please do not actually set it to 0.1. It will fuck with the rolls.
Yeah.
Right, so you all find yourselves back in the street. There are only two places left to visit. There is the castle on the hill, and there is the tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah, tavern.
So, let me get this ready. So as you all walk into the tavern, the man behind the counter is a large, heavy-set man wearing a cowboy hat. He turns around, and you notice he looks very similar to somebody you may have already met on your travels. He turns around and introduces himself. "Hello there, I'm Jackie Daytona. How are you?"
Oh my fucking god.
What? No, my name is Jackie Daytona.
Wait a minute.
You look like the gentleman whose wife I kissed earlier. I mean, I'd recognize
what?
that.
I mean, I'm Jackie Daytona.
I'm gonna roll an inside check just to see if this is actually Jackie Daytona. 17.
On a 17 mode, that is not fucking Jackie Daytona. That is clearly Laszlo.
Alright.
Did you really need to waste a roll on that?
Yes, I did.
I just off him and threw it.
The principle that matter.
Wait, what
What
did
do you
Daddy say?
want?
Arkham scolds. Scolds him. It's like, are you kidding? This man is clearly a different person. You are just discriminatory in saying everyone in this town looks alike.
That is right. I am indeed a different person. I'm Jackie Daytona.
Yeah. I just take the hat off and throw it out to the top one. Enough of the fucking games.
Besides, who would ever make up a stupid name like Jackie Daytona?
Hey!
Well, clearly Laszlo would.
I do not know this Laszlo you speak of. I'm Jackie Daytona.
Annika takes it and kisses it and said, "So if I offer, so the offer with Nadia and you watching is off the table then?"
I don't know who this Nadia person is.
Sir, you are blushing, and I'm 90% sure you're a vampire, which means that's impossible.
I'm not a vampire. I don't know where you've heard such slanderous lies.
I hold the hand mirror up.
I'd like to point out that maybe both the character and the DM are blushing.
To their holy symbol.
He shrinks away from it and goes, I suddenly have some dishes to clean. I'll be right back.
I could have just showed him his reflection in this hand mirror I have in my bag, but you didn't have to do that.
He is currently going to be in the back room for the duration of as long as as long as Kai has the holy symbol out.
Also, could you put that damn thing away so we can get some information around here? I'd like to get some sleep before we go on our murderous trek tomorrow.
Fine.
Thank you.
He comes back out. He comes back out polishing a glass that is clearly already clean. So, how can I help you folks?
Okay, but first off, I get right up next to him and hold a mirror as if I have a selfie stick or something. It's and you very clearly don't have a reflection, so you're very obviously a vampire.
Well, before, just because I'm going with this about sarcastically helping, who is clearly Laszlo, Arkham smacks the mirror out of his hand before he can hold it up to his face.
I want you to make a dexterity roll. Actually, wait, no, not a dexterity roll. I'll tell you exactly what I want you to make on that roll. Give me 1 second. Let me look at your sheet. I want you to make for me...
Are you going to intentionally make it something that I'm very bad at?
Fuck off. I want you to make for me... Because you're trying to help, actually it's something you're actually good at. Because you're trying to help Jackie Daytona, I want you to make a deception check.
Do I have to roll insight against it?
No, just let him roll.
Alright, let's see here.
Sorry.
Oh, I still had advantage on.
I'll give you the advantage on that. I'll give you the 17. Yes, the mirror goes crashing out of Corell's hands and smashes on the floor before anyone could see if he had a reflection or not.
Mate, that's 7 years of bad luck you just gave yourself.
Also, where did you get the mirror from?
I steal a lot of things from people before I show them.
You can't just invent items in my game. I'm a flexible DM, but I'm not that flexible. I'm gonna headcanon that you found this mirror in the place, okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, let's roll that.
Don't just make up items that you're carrying. That's not fair.
There was a spider! It's gone now!
Annika smells Arkham and goes, "When was the last time you showered?"
Shower?
Showered.
I'll take that as a no.
Shower? Question mark?
Annika turns to Laszlo / whatever the fuck his name was.
Don't you mean Jackie Daytona?
Oh,
Yes, Jackie Daytona goes, "Do you have a rather large pit of water we can throw this miscreant in?"
Or just a pit. That works.
He looks up and says, "There's plenty of pits full of corpses on the edge of town."
I wouldn't throw him in a pit of corpses. He acclimates quickly.
I mean, I bathe in the blood of my enemies. Does that help?
Have you tried bathing in soapy water?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, never touched the stuff. Fish fucking there.
They also use it as a toilet too. Fish are disgusting now that I think about it.
Enough about toilet.
Why would I bathe in water? Besides, bathing in the blood of your enemies, it's what gives me this lovely complexion.
Oh yes, your lovely earthen paleness.
So Jackie interjects. So where are you folks headed?
The castle mostly.
Oh, you're going up to the castle, huh? I find it a bit hard to get in there. The front door is locked with a device of magical proportions.
No, you don't say.
I do say.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Fucking course it is.
Fucking course it is.
So does that mean you have the item that we need, or are we just going to continue playing this game?
Well, what need you know where we can find it?
What item are you talking about?
The thing that opens the fucking door, mate.
I never said there was a thing that opened the door.
Is there at least a back entrance we can find some way into?
Oh, you're that kind of guy, aren't you?
No, wait, phrasing. God damn it, that's not what I meant. Is there an alternate entrance that, like, the servants use to get in, where the rich people don't see the poor people get into so that way the guests don't notice them, so to speak?
Look, mate. I'll ask you a question. Look out into
Yes.
that village. What do you see? Or accurately, let me ask you, what don't you see?
People.
The sun?
Do you know
An
what happened to
absolute
most of
box.
those people?
They all got eaten.
They all tried to get into the castle.
Really?
Ha.
And do you know what happened to them?
They got eaten.
Conversation about the pits from earlier?
Yeah?
There you
Yeah?
go.
Okay. Is there anything on the outskirts of town that maybe we could find, like, other people who just live there? Maybe there's, like, a mad hermit or some bullshit we could talk to?
Not really, not that I can think of.
Alright, since we're not going to find anything until morning, do you have any spare rooms we could probably stay in for the night? We just got off a long airship trip and we're bloody tired.
Not for your group, your friend smells of piss.
Okay. Do you have a closet we could lock him up in and some rooms for
You
the
got a
rest?
bucket of water.
I don't think he's the only one here that's in the closet, madam.
Oh, no, I've been out of the closet for years.
Oh no, like,
11 by 17 painting of the morning sun.
I was about to say, if there was a closet, she probably burned it for kindling when she was 14.
That's true. I mean, I've had some great adventures in closets with some beautiful men and women. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were talking about how you wanted to throw Arkham in a closet so that way the rest of us could have a place to sleep.
Yes, that's true. Do you have somewhere we could lock him up, preferably with a lot of water and soap, and then some nice comfy beds for the rest of us?
No, I'm afraid not. It's probably just off to the castle with you, It's probably going to be a very, very arduous trek up the mountain, and you'll probably fail on the way there.
Why would you say it like
Going to be
that?
another.
Well, I'm just saying that some people stand to make a lot of money off of you failing.
They
Is there going to be another version of you up on the mountain too?
Probably.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a home we could rent out?
Do I have a what you could rent out? Sorry, I didn't really quite catch that.
Oh, sorry. Do you have a home we could rent out?
No homes around here.
Do you have a code of ethics?
I'd have a Theoraz product.
Sorry, ethics never touch the stuff.
Alright, out of character for a second, is there anywhere in the town we can go to rest?
Do you all need rest actually? Shouldn't your HP be full right now?
I don't know, actually.
You had a long journey,
Yeah.
so I would imagine that you all rested on the way there.
Right, yeah.
Another week as well.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
You all are fairly well rested. I wouldn't put it past you all.
Okay. So, I guess, yeah, all our casters, all that still have all their spell slots.
You
like,
up?
rebuilt.
Doc interjects. You have a bucket of water.
Yes, right here behind the counter.
Alright, Doc grabs the bucket of water and just dunks Arkham with it.
Arkham, make a dexterity save, please.
Cool. I would like to know if he does that, I will be casting a spell.
Oh boy, here we go, PvP time.
Oh, boy.
You guys go ahead and do that. I am attempting to do a thing here because I just had a brilliant idea and I'm working on it.
You need to roll dexterity.
Yes, he needs to roll dexterity as well to beat. So he's rolling the save against 17 against 9. The water hits him. He is nice
Cool.
and good and dunched.
Cool.
I add this to
There,
that.
can we go now?
Okay,
Give me
what are
a
you
D-
casting?
Give me a strength. Give me a DC.
Strength save.
Alright.
That's a
You take 3. A inky black tentacle reaches out and slaps you, dealing 3 damage.
Could I hold Arkham down while we give him
The
a
more
bonus?
attempt for this, the more spells will be cast. Eventually, I will bring out the deck.
What if I tried to render Arkham unconscious?
I mean, Do we really
By
need
punching
to roll
him
for
in the
initiative
face.
here?
And I prefer not to.
Could I just do a strength check and? Because I'm not intending to fight him.
You would have to reduce
Stop it.
his
He's done his job.
You would have to reduce his HP to 0 for him to be knocked out.
Actually, let me try to first. Arkham, sweetie, darling, most handsome thing. Would you consider us letting you reduce your smell so we can bear to be around you and not have to kill you in your sleep?
Certainly, find me a virgin, and I shall drain her of her blood and bathe in it.
Can I kill him? Am I allowed to do that? I'm out of character for a second.
Wait, are we talking about Arkham or Joe?
Yes.
Yes. Nothing personal.
Are you all really intent on doing this inter-character combat here?
I'm not. I did what I wanted to do.
Not in particular. I'd like to save my HP for other things.
So I'm just gonna headcanon that there's a small brawl that goes on, and you all just kind of like exhaust each other and just standing there panting.
Sippy does not take part in the brawl. She has no interest in doing so.
Jackie
interjects.
You're satisfied now.
Jackie interjects. You all will do just fine. I'm sure of it.
Thank you, Jackie Laszlo Daytona.
I would like to headcanon that the brawl just took place in a cartoonish puff of smoke with stars and stuff shooting out of it.
I'm alright with this.
I'm good with this.
For your hat.
So, your guys' choice. What is going to happen now?
Well, now that we've not solved this problem... Sorry, go on.
We've still got the one more place we can visit.
That is the castle.
There were 4 houses. I thought that there were 4 houses.
No, the place on the left is one thing that is adjoined.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we'll go to the castle then.
I guess we're off to the castle.
Yeah.
So you all make
Arkham walk 5 meters behind us.
So you all set off up the mountain to the castle. It is easily a 2.5-hour journey up that winding road. You encounter very little resistance, just a couple of stray bats flapping at you every now and then. You do hear things moving in the woods around you, but nothing really threatens to attack. And as you get to the front of the castle, you are met with a huge iron gate that is sealed with a mechanism. Let me describe this mechanism to you. It is a stone seal, around which are placed 6 carvings of bats with open mouths. The mouths open into a drainage system that you can't really see the inside of. They just open into blackness. And in the middle of all of this is an indentation of what is clearly a sword with a handle at the top and a blade at the bottom, with several starbursts protruding out of the center.
I think we need a sacrifice.
What? Why is that your first answer?
It's a vampire town. The gate has a weird drainage system attached to its gate. You do the math.
Yeah.
Arkham, we have a use for you.
Hey, Corel, could you use detect magic on that?
I can't use that spell. Also,
Does anybody else detect magic? I thought you did.
No, I'm arcane trickster.
In a past life.
In a past life, I did. Yes.
In a past life where you were a bit weird looking.
Sippy has detect magic. She does magical things. Arkham just blows stuff up and makes things bleed.
By casting detect magic, you do detect that there is a considerable amount of magic emanating from the mechanism before you. It is dark and near infernal in nature.
It's dark magic. I wonder if its first name is Jim.
Jesus Christ.
I know that reference.
I just did that reference.
So did I. I wonder if they're based in New Hampshire.
Where is this New Hampshire? It sounds lovely.
Oh no.
Where's your original Hampshire? Where's all these new places coming from?
What's so new
Right?
about New
Like,
Hampshire?
New York implies the existence of an old York.
I like that somehow Kai has become the disgruntled old person of the group who just doesn't like anything new.
Old Kai yells at Cloud.
I'm drunk.
As you
Okay.
are standing there, a wolf howls in the distance.
I'm gonna...
Careful, friends. We should be on our guard. That does not sound like a safe creature to be around.
Yeah.
No, and you see anyone if anyone could do a perception check to notice when Arkham hears the wolf sound. He's just like he gets a wistful, nostalgic look on his face.
Yep.
Nobody
In
saw
fact,
that.
you're really good. You'll hear him mutter, "Oh, puppy."
Did someone say puppy?
Where? I
The,
must pet it.
the night grows cold around you as you all stand there just staring at the mechanism.
Yeah. We have 2 perception rolls over here.
On a 20, Siffy, you do believe that the magic upon this lock is so strong that it is not going to move until you give it what it wants.
You know what? I'm gonna try something. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is Arkham gonna just stand in the indent and try to make the shape with his body? Because I'm here for that.
You know what? That'll be
Yeah, we
plan
need to shape
A.
out of his body.
And if that doesn't work, I will. Plan B will be what I'm doing now. What I'm going to.
Okay.
Actually, no. Plan A will be this. Plan B will be attempting to fit his body into the shape.
Oh.
The magic you are attempting to dispel, Arkham, is old magic. In fact, you feel how old it is. It will not abate that easily.
What if it just needs some blood? Like a little bit
Alright.
of blood. I mean, it might not need a lot.
Like, how much we talking? Like a drop?
A couple of drops. So, I'm going to Annika's just gonna take a rapier out and just. Hey, who knows where the safest part of the human body is to cut open and not bleed out?
That sounds like the palm of the hand.
How about we use one of the bats and not on ourselves?
While you're
I'm
trying to-
just.
While you're trying
I'm
to figure
gonna-
that out, Arkham pulls out his own sword from within his body, and because every time he does that, a little bit of blood shoots out.
Oh.
Oh, do you mean the soul edge?
Yeah.
When you do that, the door reacts by shaking violently, but you notice that the shape of the soul edge only vaguely resembles the shape on the door. It does not have the starburst from the middle. It is the same size and apparently the right weight.
Maybe we need a magical item to open this door.
Yeah.
Because your Arkham, piss boy, your sword is smelling. It's not smelling. Sorry, I mean your sword is smelling. Your sword does look
particularly lovely.
Also, with the eruption of blood from Arkham, a single drop lands on one of the bats, and you see the mouth on the bat like incrementally just twitch upwards as if it were closing just a little.
Huh.
Oh, it needs more blood. Erika's gonna prick her finger with her rapier and drop some blood onto the thingus. Just a few drops.
A few drops makes the bat's mouth close very gently, but not a lot.
Where's a pig when you need one?
Well, Arkham is right over there.
Don't be mean. I'm talking like an actual pig.
Now, I want to confirm that you are using a different bat than the one Arkham's blood just attached.
I am using. Wait, there's more than one?
There are 6 of them.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was using a different one.
On a different one, yes, that is exactly what happened.
Yes. So we need to
be
get
able to reach for that wolf that was howling, or is it too far away?
It is off in the distance somewhere. You don't know where it is.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the bat head next to Annika, take out my rapier, make a cut down my side of my left hand, and then just like start like pressing on the wound to get blood out.
You're pressing on it?
Yeah.
I want you to take 1 HP of damage.
Okay.
When you take that 1 HP of damage, the mouth of the bat increments up a decent amount. Still not fully closed, but it's going up. It's on a hinge, by the way. It's like a hinged jaw kind of thing that goes up.
I'm gonna try to bleed a little bit more into my bat until it's closed.
If you do that, I'm gonna ask you to take. You're gonna have to take 10 HP of damage in order to fully close the bat's mouth.
I guess we're bloodletting now.
Yeah.
Puts me down. Oh no, I'm down to 50 hit points, guys. Oh no. Sorry.
Once you do that, the bat's mouth closes and its eyes flip up open, and there are 2 gems that are just shining in the moonlight.
Oh my.
That is one of 6.
I'm gonna take the extra 10 damage and just close the remainder of the head armor.
On yours, the one that you were okay. So take the remainder of the 10. The same happens to yours. So that is 2 of 6.
Arkham is going to Arkham is gonna think, and he's going to go find something. He'll be back.
Okay.
Alright.
Kai slices the inside of the hand and just...
Code for Joe needs to go to the
So
bathroom.
Kai is taking 10 HP of damage. That is 3 of 6.
Yeah, Talk is gonna slice his hand open with the battle axe, and do the same with his bat.
Thok, you will also take 10 points of damage, and that is 4 of 6.
Yeah, before we continue, I have one question to ask to Thok, specifically.
Yeah.
Is his blood green?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
That leaves Siffy and Arkham. Anybody?
I'm thinking of how I want to do this exactly.
Okay.
She places a button inside of the bat's mouth.
Nothing happens.
I figured as much, but I still wanted to try.
Okay. I would say after about, if no one else is going to do anything, after about 10-15 minutes of waiting, Arkham returns with a small bucket in his hand.
How did you... You know what, nothing to ask.
What?
He throws the content of the bucket at the bat.
The mouth of the bat does not move a single inch. Now, to be specific, this is the bat that you had originally put your blood into the first time, right? That the blood splashed upon.
Yeah, well, kind of the whole thing, really. Maybe if he gets Siffy, maybe, if he gets some on Siffy's, just... it's a bucket of... It's a small bucket of red liquid.
Okay, so if you pour it to Siffy's, which hadn't been touched before, it will fill that one up. And so Siffy's bat closes. That is 5 of 6. But however, you notice that pouring it onto the one that already had your blood on it, it does nothing.
Yeah, it was kind of more of just like a big splash, just kind of just...
I'm waiting for you guys to figure this out.
I mean, I know what's happening.
Arkham is going to repeatedly withdraw and release and withdraw his blade until he takes enough damage in blood loss.
So you will take 10 points of damage. With that, the 6th bat's mouth closes, and there's a loud rumbling sound, but the door does not open.
I think we need a sword. I'm guessing this probably has something to do with the sword shortage in town.
Yeah.
Hey,
Annika, your gems.
My what?
The gems in the back.
Oh, yes.
All of the bats had eyes that flipped open to gems. They are very well set into the wall, and you think it would be a very hard thing to pry them out.
So we need a sword.
Everyone who took 10 damage, get that damage back.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Siffy.
Okay.
Well, we have Arkham's sword, we just don't have the missing piece.
What if it's a sword similar to Arkham's, but in a different shape?
What?
Is there anywhere around the grounds we can
I
look?
know where this is going, but
I do too.
we haven't encountered it yet.
Right.
Arkham starts arguing with his hand, with the eyeball in his hand.
So when Arkham begins to do that, Arkham, you get a message from the thing in your hand that goes, "Want no part of it."
Well, I know that you don't want any part of it, but we have to do this. Look, I don't want to do it any more than you do. Let's go ask the funny man again.
You get two words. You get 2 words from the sword. It says "ancient enemy."
I just made an investigation check to see if I could figure out what
Holy
we need
shit!
or
Holy
this
shit!
stuff.
What are you investigating specifically?
Natural 20. I just want to take a look around the general area to see if I can figure out what's missing or if there's any clues hinting towards what we need to do next.
Well, definitely what you can tell is that there is a sword that needs to be placed into that will break the seal that will unlock. The blood has already been filled into each of the component bats, and that will give you the necessary... So you can see that there's counterweights on the hinges of the door, and the counterweights are already filled, and they're straining, but the problem is that seal needs to be broken by a specific weapon. Siffy, you summon your weapon, form it onto the shape of the gate. It does not open.
Okay, so we are clearly missing a sword. Who do we know who knows anything about swords in this town?
That'd be the
I don't
blacksmith.
suppose we can go back to the...
Oh yes, the rather cranky gentleman.
You mean the blacksmith that's still missing?
Yeah, that's what I was about
Yeah.
to bring up.
Perhaps our good friend Jackie Daytona may know something.
You mean Laszlo?
No, I mean Jackie Daytona. He's a completely different person.
Well,
Alright,
he better, because it's going to be a 2-hour trip to him.
right. Let's go pay, and I say this while doing air quotes while saying his name. Let's go pay Mr. Daytona a little visit.
So you'll make the 2.5-hour trek back to town, cranky and tired because it is not a short journey. You walk into Jackie Daytona's bar, and he is there cleaning the exact same glass that he was cleaning before. Hello, how goes it? Did you all get inside the castle yet?
Stuff it, we're not in the fucking mood.
Why?
Jackie,
What
my
happened?
boy.
Yes.
Jackie, my boy. Perhaps could you tell me? Have you seen a sword that looks similar, but not exactly like this? And his sword comes out of his hand.
He will fall over backwards like, where did you get that?
Oh, I found it somewhere. It lives inside me now.
Oh, that is some dark magic you do not want to be messing with, my friend. We know all about that. That needs not to be here.
We're hoping one day that will kill him, and then we won't have to deal with his piss-smelling butt anymore.
Please, put it away while you're in my bar.
Do you know of anything that looks similar to it, my dear Jackie Daytona and Annika flutters her eyelashes at him?
Well, my dear, could never refuse a request from you. What you are looking for was seen in this town about 5 weeks ago when all the men went off to war. It was a sword that was meant to be used by the village chieftain. It is an ancient weapon, one that was passed down in this town from warrior to warrior. It would have passed through the hands of the smithy who was trying to reinforce it before they went off. I have no idea what happened to it after that.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to find the blacksmith, or should we go... Do you think we should go talk to the cranky, good-looking man at the smithy shop?
That lackadaisical braggart, I doubt he knows anything, but, do as you will. No one's seen the smithy in quite some time. We fear him dead.
Okay,
Where was he
that's
last seen?
He was last seen with the men who went up to the castle.
Bloody hell.
The castle.
You were literally just there, mate.
Look, I remember you saying something about expecting us to fail the last time we went up there, so you know something.
I know what I know, and what I know is how to make a damn good beverage.
Yes. Speaking of beverages, you mind if I get a quick drink real quick?
Sure. What would you like to have?
I'll take quite possibly the blackest coffee you got.
All right. He goes back, futzes around with an espresso machine. That's set clearly too high for Annika in particular. Notice it's set clearly too high for what it should be, and the grain is way too coarse. He presents you with a cup of black coffee that is a little on the iffy side. I mean, the crema is nice and robust, but it still tastes a little flat. He sets it in front of you, and you know, that'll be 5 gold, please.
All right, and I just toss 5 gold over to him. Now, could you please? Now, you seem like a very nice man and a very hardworking man at that, and I understand. So, are you sure there can't be anything at all that you can do to give us a little help to find this little missing blacksmith bloke?
Nope. Sorry, as far as rumors go, I'm fresh out. Mo, I'm gonna ask you specifically. Did you just order the coffee for sure, or are you drinking it?
I am actually drinking it. Like, I took a sip after I tossed in the 5 gold.
Mo, give me a Constitution check.
I don't like where this is going.
Wait, was that check or save?
Save.
Okay. Fuck!
Mo, I want
Yeah.
you suddenly begin to feel very dizzy, and you're gonna slip out of your chair and hit the ground. I want you to take 10 damage.
Oh, fuck.
Annika is gonna draw her rapier and point it at Jackie Daytona and say, "You, sir, what did you give my friend?"
Well, I just gave him what he asked for. He asked for some good coffee, and that's what I gave him.
That is not coffee. That crema looks like shit. Wait, why did I just turn to Red Nightshade?
I don't know.
It was Ren Nightshade via James Hoffman, apparently. Corell, you can pick yourself up off the ground. You have taken the 10 damage. Your vision is incredibly blurry at this point.
I'm seeing double this. I have 4 hands now, I guess. I don't fucking know. What was it, this goddamn coffee?
It's not my fault your friend can't handle his liquor.
I asked for coffee, not liquor.
Same difference!
No,
Would there be a very attractive female vampire husband who would know anything about where the smithy might be?
Madam, I have no idea who that incredibly attractive vampire you're talking about could be.
I just
I think only one can tell that he's a completely different person.
Yes, we do, because you're crazy.
Arkham, shut up. Shall we go talk to that other chap we were talking for in the weapon shop? Maybe he knows something.
Maybe. Either way, one prick is gonna be different from this prick.
So
Why are you
Okay,
being
someone-
so unhelpful? We're trying to help you.
Right, so I'm gonna need to lead on you for a bit. I can't see properly.
So are you all leaving the shop then, I assume?
Yes, we are.
Can Annika pick up Coral?
I'm
can
leading
she,
on Sock right now.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, pick him up.
Fucking definitely pick up Corell. Corell, your
Yeah.
vision will start to clear a little as you leave the shop.
Right.
I assume you all are going to the weapon shop now?
Yes.
I mean, where else are we going?
In the weapon shop, the incredibly good-looking man is sitting with his feet up on the table. He goes, "Oh, you lot again. What now?"
Hello, good sir. Annika smiles and flutters her eyelashes.
He flips
Do
you
you
off.
know anything? Such a charming man. Do you know anything about a magical sword? We're rather tired, and I might actually start killing someone.
I told
we don't
you
figure out
all
what
we're
it's-
fresh out of swords. We had this
No,
conversation.
A very specific one, not just any sword.
He narrows his
can show
eyes.
him yours.
How specific are we talking?
One that can open the gates to the castle up there.
I haven't been up to the castle. I don't know what you're talking about.
Arkham,
The sword your smithy had.
It's very
Arkham
big. Looks like it's exploding.
Arkham
He
shoots
looks like he...
his sword out again. It's like kind of like this, but different.
He reels back and goes, "Where the fuck did you get that?"
Oh, Eddie? We're good friends. He lives inside me.
Wait a minute, you named it?
Yeah, no,
Is that-
he named.
Stop. Is that a Guilty Gear reference?
No, it's Soul Edge. So Edge, Eddie.
Because in Zato 1 has a parasite that lives inside of him that forms weapons named Eddie.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay.
We're playing the feud.
Fine. He goes, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I had that sword. vanished from my shop about 2 weeks ago. We were supposed to take it up to the castle, but the town leader couldn't lift it, so we left it here. But 2 weeks ago, it just vanished from the shop. I don't know where it went.
That's good. Who do you think might have taken it?
I don't know. All that was left after the break-in was a single toothpick on the ground.
Can we see it?
I didn't keep it. I threw it out. It's a toothpick. What more do you want?
Maybe we could use it as like a clue or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. Look, I've had a very rough night. We've crossed.
I'm giving you all a pretty big clue right now.
Wait, so what was the clue? There's a lot going on.
Whoever stole the sword left a toothpick in their hurry. It just fell on the floor and left on the floor.
Of course it did.
Of course.
Who do we know who would leave a toothpick? Who we know who would leave a toothpick, friends?
Good question.
Back to the tavern to talk to old Mr. Daytona. I'm bringing the item
At this point,
time.
Doc is starting to get visibly annoyed.
Yeah. It's like we are not going back
into the tavern with the holy item. Listen.
Hold on, I gotta switch layers. Hold on, fuck.
All right, Doc goes back to the bar and he slams.
Wait,
his
where's my
battle-axe
character token?
onto the surface of the bar. Wear a magic sword.
I have no idea what you're talking about, chap.
You better start talking.
Sir, I will sleep with your wife if you do not tell us where that sword is.
What now?
Sippy just ignores the interrogation and goes looking for the sword.
She'll do it.
Siffy, you want to give me an investigation check?
Yes.
On an 18, you turn the entire bar upside down while the gentleman behind the bar is visibly flustered, and you can find hide nor hair of a giant silver shining sword anywhere.
Start talking, Daytona.
I don't know what you want me to talk about. We can discuss the weather, current events, sports.
You seem very nervous, and not just because I've offered to have the most salacious sex with your wife.
Wow.
I'm telling you, and being truthful, there is no sword in this bar. If I were to keep such a weapon, I wouldn't keep it in such a shabby place.
You're right. He would keep it in his home.
I know what you're saying.
Not keep it here. That's what you're saying.
So, if you were you and took a magical giant sword, where would you hide it? Just hypothetically speaking.
Wouldn't someone like that keep that in their basement or something? I have said too much.
Kai slaps Daytona with the holy symbol.
If you're slapping it with the holy symbol, he does not have time to react. It will leave a giant red cross-shaped welt in his face.
Wow.
He falls over backwards and is just sort of like passed out behind the counter now.
Yeah.
Does this place have a basement, or should we go check the other place?
I guess so. And it's like before we leave, Carl just walks over to him and just kicks him. Now it's with a bad drink.
Alright, Doc goes over to the
on his chest before leaving.
Doc goes over there and just smashes on the door with his warhammer.
After a little bit of time, you hear several yells for Guillermo inside the house. Nandor comes to the door and says, "Oh, you're back! How was the castle?"
We are not at the fucking mood, mate.
We require a sword to enter. Do you happen to have a magical sword in your basement, by any chance?
Oh, look, it's the lady. She's come back.
Oh, hi there.
Jesus.
You were asking about something in our...
the sword.
You're asking about something in our basement?
Yeah, a sword.
Arkham sighs and just brings Eddie out.
Oh my God! What is that?
It looks like that. He's getting real tired. He's getting real tired of the whole in-out thing.
As all this is happening, Laszlo will now run up behind Nandor and Nadja. He has a giant cross-shaped scar on one side of his face that is completely unexplainable. And we go, "Don't let them in! Don't let them in! Whatever you do, don't let them in!" What are you talking about, Laszlo? I said don't let them in. They're here to rob us blind. What? We don't have anything, Laszlo. What do you mean rob us blind? All we have is the money they gave us.
Yeah.
Look, just don't let them cross the threshold.
Damn
Well,
it.
if you don't have
Annika
anything, I'm
crosses
sure you
the
won't mind
threshold.
us,
Yeah.
checking your basement.
Speaking of, mate, before we go any further, wait, that's a funny sky you got there. That wasn't here the last time we were there.
I've had a busy night.
Start doing what exactly?
None of your business. Thought,
Really, Mr. Jackie Daytona?
Thought you were banging on the door. Thought, can you give me a strength check? Not a strength check. Let me look at your sheet. I want you to give me. Give me a. God, what do you have? Yeah, just give me a strength check on that one.
All right.
On a 14, you manage to muscle your way past them into the room.
Okay.
That leaves enough room for everyone else to follow.
Doc heads for the basement.
In the basement, you will find a clutter. Is what you find. Now, amidst the clutter, it's a lot. There's a lot to go through, and the three vampires are just kind of hardly following all of you, just trying to get you to not go down there. Laszlo in particular. Can I get perception checks from all around?
Alright.
Yeah.
14.
4. It's a basement!
Yeah.
Kai, roll investigation for me.
Damn it.
On a 5, you get the sense that there's something here you need to find. Annika, I want you to roll... Okay, Thok, 17 on investigation. Thok rummages through a pile where there's a faint blue glow and pulls from it a crystalline sword with an exploding hilt where the crystal just sort of float in place. There's an audible hush that comes along the room.
Doc throws it to Annika.
This sword, it's exquisite.
Yeah.
Where did you find this?
The three vampires seem dumbfounded. Nandor and Naja turn to Laszlo. Laszlo just kind of makes a gesture.
Can I hear or sense or feel anything when I'm holding this sword?
You sense a need for justice. You sense a lot of souls in unrest around this town. You sense that this sword wants to make it right, and you sense that someone hid it in order to prevent that justice from being carried out.
Annika grips the sword, holds it out, she turns around and points it at Laszlo.
Can you make an
How long have you
intimidation
had...
check for me before you say anything?
Okay, hang on one moment, my dear. I need to find the window that does the thing. Intimidation. 9.
He's easily intimidated. I'm gonna give it to you. Go ahead, make your speech.
How long have you had this?
Oh fudge! I suppose you've caught me in the act. I stole it 3 weeks ago from the smithy. It looked like it was worth something, and the sale of it would help me pay off the finances on the tavern across the street.
I suppose your crimes are ones by necessity, not out of injustice. Therefore, I will allow you to live.
No, I was there on this one.
Arkham also looks completely... Arkham also looks genuinely shocked, puts his hands up against his side, like, yo, Jackie Daytona, I never would have guessed!
Wait, actually, I have how much do you owe on the tavern?
I own the tavern. I am not that handsome rascal Jackie Daytona. I
lost my sound. Can you say that again?
I am not that handsome rascal Jackie...
What the hell? Guys, I can't hear anything. Can you give me 2 seconds? I'm just going to disconnect and reconnect.
Okay.
Your audio catastrophically failed.
Yeah.
Right, so he said that Arkham's just gonna put his hands to his face and go, "You're not really Jackie Daytona, I never would have guessed." Really? Also, Arkham 100% like sides. At least he's with the vampire because he's evil, they're evil.
Sure. I understand that. Waiting on Annika to get back. Man, I had a funny line ready and everything.
Sorry. Anyway.
Can you hear us now?
So wait. Yeah, I can hear
Yes,
that.
no.
Fantastic. All right. So where were we? Yeah. So he says, I own the tavern next door. I am not that handsome rascal Jackie Daytona. I only hired him to run the place.
How much do you need?
To pay off the tavern?
Yes, how much? What's the number?
I only bought it for a measly 5 million gold.
Fuck, I was gonna say I'll give you. Would me giving you 2,000 gold help?
Unfortunately, my pride will not allow me to accept a gift from a very beautiful stranger.
How about would you probably allow you to accept it from a very ugly stranger?
You? Yes, of course.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
gonna-
you, buddy.
I'm going to give Corel 2,000 gold to give to Laszlo.
Alright, and I take the 2,000 gold and proceed to give it to Laszlo, while also just like flipping him the bird the entire time.
May not be much, but I hope that helps. Maybe you may have saved us all.
He sort of shakes his head and goes, I really can't accept this from you, but I'll tell you what. Now that you possess the sword, you may have, as I understand it, the method of getting into the castle. If you can remove that castle from this town, my tavern will have traffic again, and I will be able to pay us off. So if your quest succeeds, I will have no need for this. So here, take back your 100,000 gold.
I'm sorry to see why he's in debt.
Just a bit, yeah.
Shall we proceed to the castle?
But before we go, it's like I just look over to Naja and go, hey, excuse me. Yes,
Yes,
Madam Vampire.
what do you want, you fucking cabbage?
First off, it's Mr. Cabbage to you. Second, don't let your husband into the coin purse. He seems like he's kind of an idiot with money.
Oh, yes, we knew that. I didn't need a stranger like you to tell me that, honey.
Just reinforcing it. Just let you know. Just reinforcing.
Kai goes up to Laszlo and gives him a matching cross on the other side.
Sippy's still holding the jar of buttons, says, I'm keeping these.
Yes, that's fine. By the way, Corel, when you receive your money back, you are missing 5,000 of it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you want to call him out on it before you leave?
You know what? He needs it, but he needs it. Like, Carl's not that kind of guy.
Alright,
Who
fine.
just says, okay.
So y'all are going
Alright.
to leave in peace then. Okay, let me
Yeah,
remove
pretty
these people
much.
from the board. And you all make the 2.5-hour trek back up the mountain.
God.
And you're
guys
standing in
want-
front of the gate with the 6 bats and the sword hole.
Why do you have to say hole like that? It sounds weird.
Because it's been 5 hours.
It is
Hey,
late.
Anakin, not everybody's been horny like you tonight.
Alright, so is this sword like an actual usable weapon?
It is, and in fact, I will place it into your inventory. Give me 1 second. It will appear under a different name for a bit, but I will try to remember to change it back later. 1 second.
I want to say something gross, but I don't know if I should.
What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna place the sword to my inventory, hey?
So
Oh
it should
my.
show up in your inventory as a Vorpal longsword. I don't know why it showed up twice. Let me get rid of one of those. Thank you.
I just need to use the bathroom real quick, sorry.
No problem. I'll wait for you to come back before we progress then, because there's some stuff that's about to happen.
I'm surprised none of you questioned where Arkham got a small bucket of blood from.
No, we just sort of learned to just roll with it with Arkham.
I would accuse you of the same power game I accused Mo of, but that was entertaining and I let it slide.
Fair.
Alright, so, Annika is gonna plunge the sword into the hole.
Well, we're gonna wait until Kai gets back because I have a whole thing ready.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah, also, so we're just done with praising, right? That's not a thing anymore, I guess.
I mean, the word plunging was brought up. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Fair.
Plunging.
Oh my god,
Hey, you know what?
I
Sometimes you gotta...
Look, I'm just trying to make it spicy. I mean, you're the other one who wrote a thing with a hole to put a thing in.
I said it was an indentation. I never said a hole. You made up hole.
But you said hole.
I like. a general like indentation would be sort of considered a hole. Like I didn't mean something you could plunge something into, more like you gently rest it in. Who rolled? And for what?
Okay.
Silly hit something.
Oh.
Annika grips the handle and plunges it
You were
straight
gonna
to
say
the...
shaft, say shaft.
Annika grips the handle and
Don't be a coward.
plunges the shaft
Oh my!
into the hole.
I do not want to get banned from Twitch, sir.
Okay, I'll
Oh
stop.
my lordy.
I'm
my
just gonna
Lanta.
stop.
Is
Oh
this
my
appropriate for YouTube? Am I
Savage,
gonna-
that
am I gonna
lock-in
get-
mechanism.
Am I gonna get demonetized on YouTube?
Just age get it, you're fine.
Let's be honest, everyone gets demonetized on
You know what?
YouTube.
Just for
Right.
hilarity, I'm gonna edit this afterwards. I'm just gonna put beeping, just like beeping all over everything that Brian said. So everyone's just gonna have to guess.
Yes. I don't want to demonetize you, make them work
Do it.
for it.
But edit out this part where you explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll just come up. Wait. I have to make an audio cue. It'll come up here. Right. There we go.
Alright.
So I can find it later in the waveform. I'm smart. I do this for a living.
As we heard, yes.
Now I'm just gonna start using that voice and saying the most innocent, innocuous shit.
Talk to me about ice cream.
Stirring the ravioli.
Sometimes you've just gotta get some of that thick, creamy rum raisin. That still sounds sexual. Damn it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
It does.
Sometimes you just gotta organize your books on the shelves.
Rainbow sherbet.
Have you done ASMR, Brian? Because you have a voice for it. I'm legit not kidding.
I have not, but maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
Get like a good mic and just like read out words. Rum and raisin ice cream.
Honestly, his mic's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I paid about $100 for it, so I hope it's good.
Yeah, no, your audio quality has always been really top notch.
When it's not picking up everything in the room.
I don't know if you all can see this, but I'm gonna move back in my camera so you can see my cat right now.
Oh,
I can see her.
Oh, baby
She is
kitty.
passed
Some
the
different-
fuck out.
It's my cat child. Oh, she's
Look
so
at her.
adorable. I love her. She is so
Aw.
regal and precious.
I'm gonna rub the
adorable.
belly. I'm gonna rub the belly.
Rub the
I'm
belly.
You're gonna
rub the
get-
belly.
You're gonna
She's
get
gonna
bit.
bite you. Should leave me alone. I'm
Alright,
sleepy.
so Kai is back. How are we gonna do this? So Annika, it is your move.
I am going to place the sword into the indentation, like a boring person.
As you do.
Mm.
Well,
Mhm.
sorry, were you gonna do something else? Yes.
No, that's about it.
You hear a shifting of weight, and then an odd sound plays.
よっしゃ決まっていくぜクラブ
Oh my god.
Oh my god, really?
This
What am I
sounded way
hearing?
more sexual than
Is
I
she-
thought it would.
Oh my god! No!
Konodioda.
And with that, the gate swings open, and you all find yourselves walking up towards the castle. Now, I'm going to assume you're all going to walk into the foyer of the castle because the door is wide
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
And so you find yourselves in the foyer of the castle. So in the foyer of the castle, you find it is a big, spacious, open room with a lot of furniture, but the place is deathly quiet. There's very low light in the room. There are stone walls made out of a sort of cut stone fashioned into masonry. There's the door that you came in on. There's also a door that is very heavily locked to Kai's left. And to Sifi's, to Kai's right, and to Sifi's right is a door that is closed but potentially not locked.
I'm gonna go over to the door where Sifi's at and just try to open that up.
That opens up into a wait, no, that's the fucking wrong one. It opens up into a wow, that is just not working now. It wasn't working from before. Hang on, I need to use polygon reveal because for some reason that's fucking not working.
Alrighty, take time.
The darkness so thick it actually spreads out into the room.
So yes, that opens out into a corridor, and at the end of the corridor is yet another door.
Alright, I'm gonna go in here and over here and try to open the door here.
As you open that door, it opens up into a cavernous dining hall. And in the middle of this hall, there are shambling, shuffling puppets of men with like meat sloughing off of their bones, just sort of moaning and like walking around the room. And at the head of the table in the middle of the room is a giant cloaked figure who looks about as undead as the rest of them, but is just sort of sitting at the head of the table, eating decomposing food off of the table and like grunting loudly. Behind him rests a giant treasure chest, and to the back right of the room you can see a locked door.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
Wait, what?
I've got a black.
Go into the bottom left. No,
Might-
go into the bottom of the
might-
screen.
Yeah, you might want to scroll down.
I am scrolled down. Hang on,
Yeah,
let
So
me-
you
into
can't
that.
see. So where I just pinged, that's blackness for you.
I legit, I've zoomed all the way out. I can't see anything. I can't scroll down. Let me just refresh.
Well, yeah, you might want to refresh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been being funny for me. A lot of the reveal tool doesn't work anymore. I have to use the polygon reveal tool to reveal stuff.
Thanks, Roll20. I know it's free, but
If it continues to give us trouble, we might have to call it tonight and continue when it's
Okay.
fixed. But, oh yeah,
yeah, I
you
can see it now.
Okay,
I can
good.
see it.
Alright, so
Yeah.
there's the
And-
room. Corell is peeking into this room. You all are like kind of like in different places behind him, and there's just low moaning and shuffling coming from the room ahead.
I walk back into the room where everyone else is, and I inform them that, alright, mates, there are about 1, 4, there are 6 what looks like zombies, 5 of them normal-looking zombies, and 1 of them looking just about as undead as the rest, and also slightly bigger, wearing some fancy-ish clothes, and just eating a giant plate of decomposing meat, or something like that. So what's the best way to go about this, is what I'm thinking.
So we're killing them, is what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying we should probably find some way to, I don't know, divide and conquer them, because I feel like if we try going it all at once, they might have some weird undead bullshit, because I don't know about you guys, but zombies, based on the stories I've heard, are kind of fucked up.
That's a fair point.
That's more than 30 feet, Stiffy.
I wasn't casting a spell. I was looking up information on it. I wasn't sure what the word bubble would do.
Yeah. Alright,
So,
so
are we approaching them?
I guess we could do the normal approach, maybe have Thog take the lead. He's big enough to actually scare these things if they're all capable of feeling fear.
The diplomatic route.
No, I'm just saying, I say maybe we try the diplomatic approach, but for future reference, Thok is our big stick. If things go wrong, we have Thok to dissuade them. However, they're
Alright, human
undead.
resources, you're up.
Alright. Just trying to do things a little more than just punchy, stabby, stabby, but that's what I fucking get. I see how it is. I go over here and I just fully open the door.
Alright, as you open the door, all of these zombies kind of disregard you except for the one at the head of the table. He looks on curiously as you stand in the doorway.
Alright.
You have to give him a little more than that to react to, though.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna try to get over to the chest here and make sure
He
he
has
doesn't-
seen you already. You did open the door. You said you opened the door.
That is true, yeah. So, I'm gonna test my luck and just move myself over to here.
At that point, he puts the food down that he's eating. In fact, he slams it down on the table and he rises and says, "Ah! Visitors!"
Hello! This is not what I was expecting, because everything I've seen of the undead and heard about them, at some points are meant to be kind of brain, not functioning?
Oh, no. You'll find we are just as erudite and intelligent as the people in the village. In fact, some of these folks used to be the people from the village.
Why am I not fucking surprised?
Of course.
I'm not fucking surprised.
He walks over to... Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong layer. He walks over to... No, I'm on the right layer. Why am I not... Oh, because I didn't do the thing. He walks over to this one and kind of just shoves it into the wall, and its head kind of teeters downwards, like hanging on a piece of viscera. He goes, "Look at this guy! This was Tim! You know, he used to run the bar!"
Well, that explains why the bar is currently in its current state,
It's good
Yeah,
that
some
you...
idiot taking over.
Go ahead.
right?
There's some idiot named Jackie took it over, or Lazo, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh, good. There'll be
Did you
more
take
guests
over?
later, then.
So, yeah.
I'm glad to see you all showed up for dinner.
That's why I'm
Not hungry, thank you.
He starts cracking his knuckles.
And you're not hungry enough.
Anybody else want to say something? Do something? Anything?
Ah, son of a.
I'm gonna summon weapon.
As well. It's about time.
Annika is drawing her fancy new sword.
And
You have caused a great injustice to this town, and I will right that wrong. Prepare to do battle.
I like theater with my dinner. Roll initiative, everyone.
Woohoo!
yes, initiative.
I know I kind of overdid it on the roleplay tonight. Please forgive me. I was having too much fun.
Oh,
Damn, I love
fine.
your
No, don't apologize. We're having
Jesus.
fun.
Feral instinct. That is awesome.
Nice.
I get a I get
19.
advantage on initiative. So
Okay.
Yep.
Siffy, did you mean to roll for the weapon or yourself?
For my initiative,
Yes.
Weapon.
the weapon acts on my initiative.
But you're. I see the weapon in the turn order.
Really?
Yeah, I think because you had it highlighted.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah, highlight yourself. Tell you what, highlight yourself and roll. I will give you the 8 that you would roll before because that's only fair.
Yeah.
I'd love to give you that 15, but let's go with 8.
No, I wasn't gonna ask for anything other than what I rolled.
That's fine. I will now add my people to the turn order. I'll turn for you. And I'll add a generic turn for all the zombies to keep it in speedy order. Alrighty, I will roll for each of them in turn. Rolling for Big Dude. That gives him an 11. Rolling for all the little dudes. All the young dudes. They get a 13. Let's sort this descending. And first turn is a Thucky Boy.
One Thucky boy.
One Thucky Boy.
Oh, and he's going to activate his rage.
Mm-hmm. Of course he is. Yes.
Alright, he's going to jump over to this guy and give him... And clickety clackety, I roll for attacky.
Oh wait, which guy? It didn't move on my side. Oh.
This
there it
guy.
Oh, I may need to refresh. Bear that roll in mind, however much it was.
Okay.
What was it?
Yeah.
17, 10. Okay.
Yeah,
tell me what
and
it is.
I need to do... Wait. I need to do 2 more.
Hold on. I'm refreshing. Just hold it for 1
Alright,
second.
hold on. Okay, hold
I
on.
think it did the thing that it did to Lauren just now, which is where it didn't update.
Alright, hold on.
Cookie Cuckity. We cannot roll for attack 2.
Clickety-clickton. Get disconnecting. Alright, how much was your first blow?
First blow was 17. Second blow was 17.
What was the what am I saying? The to hit armor.
The thing
Thingies. What was
I say?
17.
That was the attack roll, right? Not the damage?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that hits.
The damage. Okay.
Give me the
second
damage
one
on
hits.
both, yes.
Okay. The damage on the first one is 12 total.
Uh-huh.
And the damage on the second one is 8. Now I'm going to roll a third one.
Yes. That
9.
that is also gonna hit, and that is 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Minus 6. You rend flesh off of this creature as you're just savaging it to parts. It is kind of just barely doddering now, but it is still malice looking.
Okay.
And that means it is now Annika's turn.
Hang on, I am coming over 1 second. I started to do something.
I heard the pots and pans, but I cannot delay the turn, unfortunately.
No, that's okay. Alright, so where am I standing? Alright, I am going to take 4 step and I'm going to let this gentleman have it with my new pretty weapon.
Okie dokie.
Hang on one
Not
second.
sure how strong that weapon is. We'll adjust it further on, but give it a roll and see what happens.
Alright, Vorpal Longsword. 17.
That will hit. It should not be doing that on. Should that be doing that on? Is that? Do you get both of those numbers?
Just
Your dual cell is 2.
Oh wait, I have 2 attacks, so I'm allowed to attack twice.
Yeah, go ahead. So that's 8, and no, sorry, 2. That's 10. 10, 11, 12. Plus 11 is 21.
I mean, you
Sorry,
you put in the stats, so yeah.
6. So yes, with a flurry of slashing blows, you do some moderate damage to the creature and leave it in about the same condition as Thok's creature. Flesh has been rendered off its bone. The smell of decomposition covers the air.
Ugh.
Arkham, it is your turn. Yeah, you get the feeling these guys aren't really that dangerous, but I mean, they're threatening you, so...
Yeah. Move up here. And... Let me read this in a second. I can roll to have any sort of knowledge about these creatures and what they would be weak to or
Investigation?
to.
I will allow you an investigation roll on a minor action. But you have to roll pretty high on this, so I'll make that the exception. Here's what I'll give you on a 14. Let me look at the cheat. You get the feeling that poison isn't got a hell of a lot of good at them, and you also get the sense that it can see in the dark. That's about all I'm going to give you on that.
And hold on. Alright. Just gonna try to take out 2 of these Zambos.
2 of the Zambonis.
Zambos with a Zamboni?
Yes.
So 22 is your attack roll. That will definitely hit. What is my damage looking like here? Is it 10 plus 11?
It's one attack does 10, the other does 11.
I guess it doesn't really matter. So can you just ping for me the 2 that you're attacking? 1. That pinged the same place for me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that guy in front is going to take the 10. The guy behind him is going to take the 11, and they both sort of shudder as the Eldritch Blast passes through them, sloughing off a lot of the flesh from their bones. And again, that permeating stench fills the room. It's not helping. It is now the zombie's turn. And first, the zombie over here is going to move up to one Flocky Boy.
Oh boy.
It is going to... Let's see, what are my options here? It is going to fling its dead arms at him. Does a 17 hit your AC, sir?
No.
And it's going to moan placidly as it just sort of touches Thok gently on the arm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This one is going to disengage from Thok and move 5 feet over this way to slam Corel.
Oh, jeez.
Does a 16 hit your AC?
Yes, it does.
So it sort of like gets 2 fingers on your arm and just kind of gives you a small paper cut, and you take 2 damage.
That's cool, man.
This one is going to try to attack Annika, because she so ingraciously attacked him first. Annika, does a 13 hit your AC?
Haha! I have dodged your attack, my friend. No, it does not.
It moans ineffectively.
Haha!
Let me close this window for a second. This one is going to move all the way up to... Let me just make sure it can move that fast, because zombies are traditionally very slow. Movement speed 20 feet. Okay, so wait, was that 20 feet I just moved? That was about 20 feet, right?
You have a. I was about to say.
10. Yeah.
10 feet.
Okay.
I was about to say you have a tool.
No, well, I'm also moving around several windows. Sorry. I was going to get to it, but somebody beat me to it. It will now attack Arkham.
It attacks with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns.
God, that's actually a really fucking good joke. Oh my god, that's amazing. There's levels to that one. Does a 19 hit your AC, Arkham?
Just barely, yes.
Then you take 6 points of damage as it sinks its fingers into your arm and goes, "Cranberry jokes not funny." No, it doesn't actually say that. I'm fucking with you. This one will move here in front of the big guy, and that will end their turn. The big guy's turn is now, and he is going to move... Let's see, what is his movement speed? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to take a look at this. His movement speed is a regular old 30-all feet, and we're going to measure... Can I get to... Yes, I can! I can get to Thok. He is going to move with blinding speed all the way up to Thok, and he is going to... 1 second. He is going to pull out of his jacket a giant morning star, which he flings against Thok's body. How are there so many dice for that? Okay. Thok dodges the morning star and it sinks into the ground next to him. And what you can only describe as an ogre-looking zombie looks up at you and steam hisses out of his mouth. And he goes, "I like a little fight for my food." Corel, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here.
Yeah.
Which places me, right in between, these two and this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just gonna point at the big guy, and I'm just gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And I'm just gonna say to him, "Hey, you say you like some entertainment? Here's a knock-knock joke. Knock knock."
Who's there?
Let's see here. Oh, fuck. You know what? You fuck it. I can't think of anything. You smell.
No. Here's something. Hey, you want to hear a joke? You.
God damn it!
I really should have rolled that on advantage. He looks at you and goes, "In what previous life did you think you were funny?"
It kinda kicks your ass.
You know, if I were a
Is that
mean
what they
DM
can
mode,
run?
I would say you should take 2 points of burn damage.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, but no,
Well,
no.
it's a good thing you're not Dan. I'm sorry, I love Dan, but holy shit.
Siffy, it is your turn.
Okay. Weapon.
Whipping.
Weapon.
Weapon.
Weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna take this as an opportunity.
That hits him. You said
I'm just
16
gonna-
on that?
Yeah.
It does. The weapon comes sailing through the air and clonks him in the back of the head, doing 9, 10, 11 points of damage. I believe you have more actions on your turn.
Yeah.
I do.
Because you ready casted the weapon at the beginning of the turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you do have an extra action.
I mean, I get an extra action. Oh yeah, no. If I had cast it this turn, I wouldn't. So
Right.
that is correct. Sippy's going to point her finger at him and say, "Bear not the weight of my lady's gaze," and it's guiding bolt. What else is it going to be?
Of course. Ooh! Wow! Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Why is Siffy such a murderous child? I love her.
Siffy is a gun, okay? That's what Siffy is. The Radiant Blast cuts through... I'll say it hits his neck and sends his head backwards. His Morning Star goes sailing around him, and he rights himself onto his feet and just glares at Siffy. Angrily.
She returns only with a stare.
Kai, it is your turn.
Okay, Kai steps up to Zombie Man.
Yes.
And it does an attack with the javelin +3 and is going to use a key point to do a stunning strike.
Do it big. Yeah.
Whoa.
Diggity daffodil.
I mean, I don't need to tell you that hits.
Yeah. And I imagine that stuns as well, unless your Constitution saving throw is like...
Oh, should I do a saving throw then? 1 second. Constitution saving throw.
You me.
Right up. I mean, it might. You don't know. He's a zombie. 18. Not gonna quite make it. So what he's stunned, right? So he doesn't get to
yeah, he's
act on
stunned
his
until the end of my next turn.
Oh,
I'm back
so
in.
he is stunned. Did you get one more attack off of that?
No.
Oh no, you said you spent the key point to give it the stunning ability.
Yeah, I only got 2 attacks on unarmed strike.
Gotcha. Okay. Thok, we're back to your turn.
Alrighty.
Welcome back, Corel.
Yes. Also, I came back to holy shit, so many things.
Brendan also acknowledges the zombie joke was good.
Yeah.
Brendan,
Sorry, I'm
if,
at work.
Oh, hi, Zach. Brendan and Zach, if you guys missed the early part of this, wait till you see the stream. This had one of the best role-playing sessions we've ever done. At least I think so.
Nice.
I think so. Right, so, where are we at? Thok, your turn.
Alright. Gonna take advantage on the first attack this round.
I am in a position to just get fucked up.
I'm in position for someone to bring me food. I'm hungry.
So you're attacking on advantage. That'll take the 25. Will definitely hit. That's 12 damage. Let me do that calculation. Do you have another attack readied?
Oh, I got 3. I got 2 more.
Oh boy. So he'll take that warhammer to the face, and he'll take that other warhammer to the face, and he'll take that warhammer to the back of the fucking head. That's -6.
When if he decides to attack Thok, he'll have the advantage.
Okay, no problem. So he's reeling from those blows, and you see his face start to bleed, but it bleeds like a deep, viscous black blood.
Ew.
Annika, it is your... By the way, he's laughing while all this is happening.
Well, I'm gonna try to finish off this guy here. Where is the window?
His name was Dave, by the way.
Dave, I'm sorry, but you are ugly and disgusting, and you must die.
Woo! Okay.
I believe that's what we call a natural 20, motherfuckers. I mean, motherfluffers. Sorry.
Let me calculate some damage here. That is
he did, probably.
That's 20 on the first one. So it's... Yeah, no, he's dead on the first hit. Like, he decomposes into a pile of bones as the first cut rends through him. The sword, by the way, shines with a brilliant light as it kills an undead. You notice a little bit of, like, glitterness along the edge of it as it does so. Long and short of it is, he did.
He real dead.
He real dead. Arkham, it is your turn.
I noticed that you actually haven't added my Eddie, for lack of a better term.
Did I not give you?
Because I don't even think you told me if it has any special properties it has.
Did I not give you a longsword to use as it?
You didn't actually give it to me, no.
Hold on. I will give you basically the equivalent of what Lauren also has. It should be about equal. I mean, all things being equal, it should be. 1 second, I will add that to your list. It will be listed as Vorpal Longsword for the time being. We will change the names later.
To make it kind of similar but different, I was maybe instead of Vorpal, could it maybe deal like necrotic damage?
We'll figure that out afterwards. For now, let me just give you Vorpal and I will adjust it later.
Yeah.
Just remind me when we're between sessions. You now have, Eddie is now a summonable sword.
Excellent. However, for now, I am just going to cast...
I should make up this weird fucking rule where if you both use them at the same time, you're both at disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Because the two swords hate each other. I'll figure it out.
As do the users.
Right, so you asked me for the sword only to cast Hellish Rebuke. Okay, gotcha. So I have to dexterity save. Who's dexterity saving?
Against the one that attacked me.
Ah, good, yes. That would be Timmy. So Timmy gives you a dex save of... This isn't going to be great. Minus... I mean, he's a fucking zombie! What do you want? Jesus!
You damn! It didn't...
He's just out there doing his best.
He takes...
It didn't actually do his damage, so... It does.
I see 19 fire damage. Is that not it?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is.
Right there.
Timmy is now on fire. Timmy is enfuegoed, and it is now the zombie's turn. And Timmy,
is that enough? Was that enough to kill him? He did take the he did take the Eldritch Blast as well.
No, he's got numbers. He's got numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we continue, it's like when I imagine Timmy being on fire, I just think of like the zombies or the cultists from Blood being on fire.
So Timmy is going to attack Arkham, flailing his enfuegoed hands at him. I'm going to guess that does not hit your AC.
No.
Oh, that is a critical botch, sir.
Yeah. So Timmy flails ineffectively. This one here that is standing between Kai and Corel will target Kai, being the bigger threat, and try to fist bump Kai into oblivion. Does a 17 hit your AC?
It does.
It makes a lucky shot and rends its claws down your back.
Last time.
The one in front of Thok will also attempt to slam the giant green barbarian.
Nope.
And that does nothing. And this one over here will walk into this wall and just sort of like bump against it several times.
Like a Roomba.
Basically. It is the
dead Roomba.
It is the big dude's turn, and he is going to make another attempt to attack... Actually, he's going to attack Kai this time, because Kai, I think, hit him last time. He's going to swing his Morningstar at Kai's head. And does a 26 hit you?
Jesus!
It automatically hit. That's a critical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 24 points of damage as the blade of the points of the Morningstar sink into your side.
I just like kicks back and I bent over, retching.
How many HP are you at now?
53 minus 24 is low.
Wow. Okay, Corel, it is your turn, buddy. Your friend just got sunk.
Alright.
33, 29.
First off, I'm gonna back myself over. Probably mark down a spell
By the way,
slot.
after the hit, you hear incessant cackling from the big zombie.
Alright.
Fuck you, buddy. That's my deal.
Yeah! We already have one laughing asshole. And I'm just gonna point over at the big guy. And I'm just gonna cast Ice Knife on his ass.
Okay. Let's see how this works out for you.
Fuck! Doesn't work.
Wait, hold on. So a 12 is your attack roll, right?
Yes, and if it meets the AC, then you have to do a DC 13 Dexterity save.
It does in fact meet the AC, so I do in fact have to do what you said, a DC what now?
13 Dex save.
So I have to beat 13 on a Dex save. Rolling for Dex save.
Yeah.
That does not meet it, so that is...
That is...
13 points of damage.
Yeah, you take... Let me see here. Yeah, that is 13 points of damage overall, and
The ice knife severs the tendons of his lateralis as it passes over his shoulder, and he flexes his arm and goes. "Argh!"
Oh yeah, and as a side effect,
Mhm.
if it's hit or miss, the knife explodes, and everything in a 5-foot radius of the target takes that 6 cold damage as well.
Takes 2d6 cold. Did you roll the 2d6? Oh, that's the 6.
Yeah, it's the 6. Yeah.
So, I guess this
This
guy,
one
this
and this
guy,
guy.
and this guy, and this person of indeterminate gender.
They have to make they gotta make dex saving throws as well.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Kai and Thok, please give me dexterity saving throws. It must beat a 13.
No, hold on.
Also,
Your
let me give these-
instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way certain area effects.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what evasion does.
That'll work for you, yes. Thok, an 11 does not meet. You will. You get some shards of ice in your side.
Sorry, big guy. I had to do what I thought I could do to make it right.
Siffy, it is your turn again.
Let's see. What are we looking at for Kai's HP?
29 out of 60.
Whew.
Okay. She's gonna move up here, and while she's doing her thing, she's gonna put her hand on Kai's back, and
Alright, that is half of my spell slots for first level spells.
So that's 10 healing points back to you, Kai.
Thank you, Sophie.
and
Do you get to do anything else on that turn, or because you moved, you can't use the weapon? I guess.
the weapon acts independently, regardless of my standard. And
So please continue.
Also, I just realized that it's an ogre, and I have an ogre slaying knife. It's got a +9 against ogres.
Oh God.
Wait a minute, it's
good.
undead.
Excellent.
No,
Do you
he's,
really?
he's making a reference.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Very. It's a fucking deep cut.
I will show you guys that video afterwards. Alright, he takes 10 damage from that weapon slashing at the back of his head, and he just sort of reaches back and goes, "Never quit it." Kai, it's your turn again.
Alright. Kai is going to do a triple whammy here. In addition to 2 unarmed strikes, going to take a key point to do a third one.
Jesus Christ,
Ooh.
okay.
And our kindly fellow here who wants to eat something so badly have some fist.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I like
Oh
where this
my.
is going. That will hit.
Oh.
That will hit. That'll hit. So, here's an interesting thing that's going to happen. His HP hits 0 on the second strike, okay? However,
Uh-oh.
the zombie must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 5 plus the damage taken. How much was that damage? Up until he
All
died.
in total?
It was,
Wait, up
Oh,
until he died,
until he
6
died.
and 9 will be 15.
15.
So I have to beat a 15 plus 5. I have to beat a 20. And he lives. Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, there was no critical hit there, was there? No. So I have to
No.
beat a 15 and he will get 1 HP back.
Unless that damage was radiant.
It was it? It was not, was it? No. It's
No.
bludgeoning, bludgeoning, bludgeoning. Okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta beat a 15 with a Constitution saving throw. He lives.
Oh shit.
He has
And
1
I'm
HP.
just like,
Really? Really?
So then what happens on the third hit then?
The third hit doesn't really register, unfortunately, because he hit 0 on the second, and she would have been swinging the third while he was, like, getting himself back up.
Ah.
So he lives for 1 more turn, potentially. Doc, it is. Never mind.
It's time for whack the ogre.
Whack the ogre. Would you like to rage?
Ding.
I want you to stop there.
Alright.
So his HP hits 0.
Yes.
So how much damage did he take? He took 12 damage.
Nope, he's dead.
He's dead. Doc hits him and he sinks
How
to
you
the
say,
ground.
womp womp.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair, I thought that was going to be a lot more threatening than it ended up being.
I mean, if Thok wasn't next to him, he probably would have lived.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
True.
I just imagine the way Thok killed the ogre zombie is sort of like the Glory Kill and Doom Eternal, where you basically just punt the zombie's head into its chest.
Oh, we have a follow. We have a raid from Official Millennials raiding with a party of 4 viewers.
Nice.
Welcome, Official Millennials! I will say, if you guys are joining kind of late, here's what's going on. We just had one of the best role-playing sessions we've ever had in this session. So if you guys are still watching right now, I highly encourage you, follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's in the thing down below. I'll be posting the VOD of this tomorrow. You can see all the inanity happen, especially if you are fans of the TV shows What We Do in the Shadows or Buffy. You may find some interesting stuff going on here. So, we are currently in a combat session. Our group has actually arrived in the vampire's castle and has been beset with an ogre zombie and his retinue of zombies. And it is currently Captain Annika Barlow's turn. Captain Annika Barlow, please go ahead.
Hello.
That raid just savaged the chat.
We've got this guy over here, this guy. Oh, so there's 4 of you left. I'm gonna come down. Actually, Kai and Siffy, do you guys need any help?
No, we're good. Do what you have to do.
Well, despite her feelings about the situation, Annika is gonna go help Arkham out and unleash her Vorpal Blade on what's this zombie's name?
That was Timmy.
Damn you, insolent fuck!
And that is going to yes, all of that is going to hit him. 11 on 1, 12 and 14.
Oh, Jesus.
So Timmy dead. Timmy crumples into a pile of bones and hits the floor with a sickening thud.
Oh, can I ask a question before come out? So you said my sword was like sort of glittering after I killed them. Is there some sort of mechanic here I should start being aware of?
Potentially. Sorry, we have a new follower there. I did not catch your name. If you'd like to tell me who you are in the chat. Oh, sorry. Slim Scarlet has followed. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, Slim Scarlet.
We play every other Friday. Please join us for these games.
And the real Slim Scarlet stand up.
And also, the chat is now going to realize that I make up half the shit as I'm going along. That glittering does have an effect, but you haven't figured it out yet. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, honey.
Yes. Yes, by the way, that is my girlfriend, by the way. That's why she gets to call me honey. Anyway, Arkham, it is your turn. Just before anyone in the chat gets any ideas. None of y'all can call me.
Can we call you Nutmeg?
Well, in large quantity.
Can I call you my sweetie weedy sugar lumpkins?
That's just gross.
Creepy.
Sweet Babu is a great nickname.
I will accept nutmeg because in large quantities, nutmeg can cause severe bouts of depression. And hey.
Oh,
baby.
Self-depreciation.
I own myself so hard, I now own a mortgage on myself.
You want to Nicada, just flip the fuck over.
Arkham is continuing his turn. He's moved up to one of the zombies and...
Well, time to, rather than waste anything, time to say hello to Eddie.
Say hello to my little friend.
You summon the blade out of your arm and it forms out of flesh, viscera, and muscle, and it manifests in your hand as a giant ebony blade with a single blinking eye in it.
It's kind of almost a almost a reference to Eddie Brock, but whatever.
I think that's where he was going, but I'm gonna call it a Guilty Gear reference.
Yep.
Actually, no, it was just because I was thinking, like, alright, they had a conversation that what it was normally called was stupid, so it's like, well, what do you want to be called? I don't know. Eddie? I'm like, alright, we'll go with that.
Which, by the way, the Eddie in Guilty Gear is also a reference. That's a reference to the mascot of the band Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Oh.
Great reference.
Mm-hmm.
Also, look in tabletop chat. I posted the exact way Thought killed that goddamn zombie.
So that is 13 to this guy, and that is enough to make him a pile of rubble. It is now the zombie's turn, and this one against Thok is going to attempt to damage Thok again.
Oh,
Keyword attempt.
And it flails at Thok and does... Huh!
2 damage.
Huh!
What do you know?
Scrapes Thok with a fingernail. And
Gently caresses. It's just minor singeing.
And then this one will walk into the wall several more times. And just kind of bump against it ineffectually.
Should we put him out of his misery? I kind of feel sorry for it at this point.
Thok has an idea.
He's dead. Corel, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my shiny new hand crossbow and then shoot this prick with it.
Alright, shoot that prick. Wait, hold on. Phrasing.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Wow, hold on.
Welcome to being Ring Nightshade for an entire campaign.
Sorry, did you botch that, right? That was a critical botch, and that rolled a 10?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That hits? They're zombies! What do you want? God!
Hold on. I believe the critical botch is an all automatic miss no matter what.
No matter what? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it does hit the armor class. Okay,
It
here's
doesn't
what...
matter. It's a critical... A natural 20 is always a automatic success, and a natural 1 is always an automatic failure.
So
and if you want... And usually it's not required, but most DMs will also say, like, we'll do some flavor, like drop their weapon, they accidentally hit a party member, or something.
Depends on how sadistic they feel.
Here's what I'm gonna give you, because technically it did hit, but it does but it botched. The arrow is going to sail right through the zombie's head, through its non-existent brain.
I mean, I technically hit it.
The zombie now stands before you with a gaping hole in its head that makes a jaunty whistling sound as the wind passes through it. I'm just gonna note that this zombie's name is now Whistler. Sippy, it is your turn.
If you listen closely, you can hear.
Yes.
Weapon.
Brendan says that he's seen some DMs do it where the attack still hits but the weapon sticks or hits back or something. Maybe not today, but I'll bear that in mind for future.
Yeah, there are actually critical botch charts out there on the
6,
internet.
7, 8. So the weapon will slash through the zombie's neck, doing 8 points of damage. The zombie is now without a head, but is still pressing on. Siffy, do you have another thing for your turn?
Oh, yeah, I can do another thing, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah, you can.
Hell yeah.
Take another 8 points back, Kai.
Kai, did you catch that?
Sorry.
Kai?
You get 8 HP back from Siffy.
Thank you, my love.
And Kai, it is now your turn.
47. Okay. I'm going to attack Jeffrey over here.
Okay.
Jeffrey, you did your best, but
He tried his best.
Woo! Woo! Those are both gonna hit. 5 and a 9 will give you 14 points of damage against. Are we calling him Jeffrey now?
yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Alright. So Jeffrey the zombie did not kill himself. Thok, it is your turn.
Thok's gonna put this guy out of his misery.
Alrighty.
It's like that.
Real good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Is it like that bit in Dead Space where you find that Yeah, you find that guy like trying to smack his head into the wall until he dies as Isaac approaches.
Oh shit! I have just lost the chat. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to turn this off and back on again.
Alright, hold on.
Boop, boop. Oh, there we go. Got you guys back. I accidentally minimized it and it disappeared for a second.
Alright.
Right. So here's what happens with these rolls. The 9 will hit. The 7 will not. The 18 will hit. So let me do these. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 8 together. That's 13. So he'll take 13 damage from 3 unarmed strike. Well, 2 unarmed strikes that sail through. A large amount of meat just kind of sloughs off of his shoulders, but he's still kind of just coming at you, like flailing his arms ineffectually at you. Captain Annika Barlow, it is now your turn.
Okay, let's see what we have left. So we've got weapon over there. Wait, which one's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey and Jimothy.
Rando.
Jimothy
Were any of
Rando.
their names Neil, Patrick, or Harris?
No, but I'll keep that in mind. Sorry, yes.
Alright, I am going to go over here and look at what. Sorry, I've already forgotten his name.
It was
Jimothy,
Tim, Dave, Jeffrey, and Kyler.
I'm sorry, good sir. You were probably a member of this town, but it's time for you to be put out of your misery. And she takes out her trident and runs him
will
through.
hit for 20, and on that 20, Jimothy is no moreathy.
Hello, it's Jimothy Rando. He died as he lived as a fucking prick that one time he shoot him in the head.
Arkham, it is your turn. Jeffrey is the only zombie left. I should have named them Jimothy, Timothy, Bimothy, and Zimothy.
Lost opportunity.
John, Jacob, Dingleheimer, and Schmidt.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
No, we've already made that particular AEW reference.
I know, but it would have been fun.
Yeah.
Who is typing?
I don't know, but it sounds like a lot of pounding.
Whoever's got Max as their...
Probably Brian.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. Arkham, your turn, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Is it?
Yes, your turn. I said twice.
Sorry about that. I could just hit it from here.
Yeah, I think you have enough range, yes.
It's a cantrip. Against
that will
the last
hit for 8 acid damage. That will not quite kill him, but he is looking none the worse for wear. He is almost just entirely a skeleton, and he's still bumping up against that wall. On his turn, he will continue to bump up against that wall. And then it is Corell's turn.
Alright. I'm just gonna hit him with a firebolt because Corell is just annoyed. He just wants one of these things to die. Like, just flicks the wrist with, like, a flaming, like, middle finger. It's like, oi! Fuck you!
And the flaming middle finger will be exactly enough hit points to put that zombie out of its misery, and it becomes just a rolling, like, single piece of flammable bone that just keeps bumping into the wall over and over again.
Carl looks at his hand while he still has his middle finger out. It's like, I gotta respect this newfound power.
And with that, we are out of combat, ladies and gentlemen, and we are almost about to end for the night, but because there's a chest in the room, I will let you all investigate that.
I'm gonna move myself over here, and I'm just gonna try to open it from a distance with my mage hand.
Can you give me
I don't like where this is going.
I'm not sure how this works with Mage Hand, but let me take a look at your stats for a second.
If it's the way it works with Mage Hand doing rogue things from a distance
Later,
is that
Brandon.
every time I do it, it has to be with a sleight of hand check.
So yes, give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Can you actually do that with Mage Hand?
Yeah, it's it's a straight up feature in the Arcane Trickster's class list.
Gotcha. Because I know that vanilla Mage Hand doesn't allow you to do that.
So you do fail that, but on failing that, the area around the chest within 5 feet fills with a toxic, noxious gas. You are able to wait this out. It doesn't do any further than that, and dissipates within a few minutes. You are now free to open the chest as you see fit.
Okay. I'm going to kick the chest open and then immediately jump back 5 feet.
The chest opens without much incident, and peering inside, you can find 2,500 gold coins. You find a rather jaunty-looking cummerbund, and you also find a silver key that looks like it'll fit in that silver lock just across from you all.
A jaunty-looking cummerbund, you say?
Yeah, you're free to have it if you like. It's not my style.
What does it do exactly?
Nothing, but there's a name inscribed on it. It says Benedict, so it is in fact a Benedict cummerbund.
God
Did you just put that in there just to make that joke?
He did, yes. Also, we all get 416 gold.
416 gold, got it.
Right.
Also, we have 9 viewers in the chat. I would like to shout out viewers. Wait, why is Blaziken watching? Blaziken, you shouldn't be watching. You can see like GM stuff rolling here. Brandon is still watching. Bristle Rich, Dinu. I'm just here lurking. No, this isn't NJ. Official Millennials, Otter Wolfie, Slim Scarlet, and Thicker.
Thicker.
Who's the thickest? Who's the thickest then?
Ah, that would be me.
Can confirm.
Also can confirm Thicker is not related to Thok.
Thicker, Thocker.
That's fucked up, man.
Thicker
It sure
Thok
is
isn't
another, third cousin twice removed.
Thicker Thok, isn't that Icelandic music duo?
all I'm saying is that if there's a distant relative named Zach, I'm fucking out.
No, Thicker Thok, isn't that Chinese data mining social media app? Alright, so what are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna take that silver key and just open this right here.
You open that up, and that opens a long corridor which loops back to the entrance, but also, as you see a winding corridor, you peer around it and see that there are some stairs leading upwards.
Okay. Goody. So, do you wanna... We're already in this long hall, might as well go upstairs, because I am not walking into...
Also, I do want to clarify, that ogre did not count as a boss, so you all do not level up yet, but just making it clear. So y'all are gonna head upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Carlos about to reason with everyone.
We actually have to get going here.
Yeah, I was about to end, but I just wanted to move you all to the new thing, so this is where we'll start for next session in 2 weeks. This is the second floor of the castle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're all free to end here. I don't know if anybody wants to do any adjustments to their sheets. I will adjust the swords tomorrow, and I will talk to both Lauren and Joe about that individually. And I will probably add some very specific buffs to each weapon as we go along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone in chat, thank you guys for hanging out. Please drop us a follow if you'd like to be alerted. Our next session is in 2 weeks, which will be on the 4th of, is that September? 4th of September?
Yes, 4th of September.
4th of September is our next session. So we're off on the 28th, although we'll likely do a community game night. So if you guys want to show up and play some Street Fighter 5, some Guilty Gear, some whatever else we play around here, feel free to show up for then. It's going to be a lot of fun times around here at the Wolf House Discord server. As we have some extra viewers here tonight, again, I will encourage you guys to follow. I'm not hearing those follow chimes go off. Come on, guys. I am your DM, Toya. With us is also Danny, who plays Kai, our monk. Lauren, who plays Annika Barlow, our fighter pirate captain. We also have with us our mod, Zach. I'm just trying to look at the thingy right now. Zach is our mod in the chat. We have Joe, who plays Arkham, our sorcerer. We have Brian, who plays Siffy, our healer. We have Mo, who plays Corel, who is our thief and rogue. And we have Benji, who plays Thok, who is our barbarian. So now that you know the players, and I know you guys kind of came in at the end, I would like for you guys to give us a follow and join us on the next adventure in the world of Al-Malgam. Crap, I lost the video feed again. Damn it. I'll put it back up. But it doesn't matter because we're going to end it here.
Cat is present.
What?
Yes.
Arkham is actually...
Bart is showing himself.
Alright,
Arkham's actually a warlock, not a...
I'm sorry, not a sorcerer. Yes, I'll deduct myself 10... I'll deduct myself 10 points of DM shame damage.
Yes.
Alright, everyone. Thank you all for showing up. The VOD will be up shortly and will also be available on our YouTube channel. Please check us out again. Drop us some follows. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. Good night!
Yeah, have a good one.
Stay blessed.